Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Wrestling for Life Network. Welcome to another live stream as we bring you Raw tonight. We're looking forward to it. Lots to talk about. The Tribal Chief will be in the building, and I'm not talking about that guy over there. It's going to be a fun one. Like, share, subscribe, hit all the buttons, be a part of the show, and let's go. Ding, ding, ding. We are live and back at it again, folks. Like I said, we are the Wrestling for Life Network. This is another live stream as we bring you Raw tonight. Looking forward to it as the channel that brings you more live wrestling coverage than anybody else out there. Happy to be back here today. Hope everyone had a wonderful weekend. You're feeling good. You're doing well. Me and that pretty face got you for the next couple hours. So don't be quiet. Don't be shy. Get in that chat. Blow it up. Let us know what's on your wrestling mind. But if you don't know who we are, I'm Mr. Every Night, KJ White, the Iron Man of YouTube. That is Big Nick.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Wrestling for Life Network proudly brings to you its tag stream champions of the world, the Every Night Delight, KJ White. I am Big Nick. And yes, we had the men's mental health stream, Wrestle with Mental Health 2 last night. So if you haven't seen that, go and check that out. Very much, if you ever feel like you're alone in this, you're not. You at least got, us two fools and Anthony in your corner out there. But absolutely go and check that out. And now we can get back to the nonsense, all the nonsense going on in pro wrestling out here. Danhausen will never have to pay for another thing in the state of New York, and he's about to get the biggest push of his entire career.
Yeah, I didn't have Danhausen saving the New York Knicks on my bingo card. I did not have Danhausen being a contributing member to an overall championship that we haven't seen in a while in NYC. So Danhausen has been one of the crazy stories of 2026 of he was in the abyss. He was lost. We didn't know where he was going. We didn't know what he was doing. He gets to WWE, mixed reviews on how they, intro him, and now he's off and running and he hasn't missed a beat. He's one of the biggest things in pro wrestling. Love it or hate it, folks. It's the way it is.
And he's good at just being the fucking mascot. That's literally the Knicks. There's been some fans that have been out there trying to get him to be the mascot for the Knicks.
Permanent?
Yeah, because that's the thing is he's now set up to, I think, probably get the biggest push of his career. He's already got he's on all the NBA, WWE merch and everything. He's got invited to the parade. I'm sure when they do the rings at the start of next season, he'll be invited to that. Like, he's the goddamn Billy Goat's curse with the fucking Cubs out there.
Does Danhausen get a Ringhausen?
Well, at least shout out Patrick Ewing is getting a Ringhausen. Because he's actually employed by the Knicks as an ambassador and everything like that. And so that was really cool to see of a guy who spent his whole career in New York, was the face of that franchise, able to get a ring. 53 years without a championship, longest drought in the NBA.
And a guy who legitimately sweated, maybe more sweat than anyone who has ever sweated in the NBA. Patrick Ewing left it on the court, and I remember being a kid. I don't know about your neck of the woods, but used to be able to get Patrick Ewing shoes, and they would come with a replica keychain of the shoe you were buying. So I thought that was the shit. So I had a couple pair of the old Ewing shoes. So shout out to Patrick for finally getting
all
a ring.
The random odd players that had shoes. Like Shaq had shoes. Stephon Marbury had shoes. Penny had shoes. Everybody had shoes.
What was the other one?
Payton had shoes, right?
Yeah, 100%. Some funny ones. T-Mac had some once upon a time. So. Yeah, it's crazy to see it. But, New York wins their championship. The Carolina Hurricanes win the Stanley Cup. Shout out to them. For all the Leaf fans, this is not a W for you because Marner didn't win the Cup. He still had a hell of a fucking playoff. And then, it's too early for that language. Beep that out, YouTube. Yeah. But, it's crazy times. World Cup's in full swing. Yeah, man, let's go.
I was wondering how you were going to feel about of Mitch Marner not winning, because you had kind of brought that up of you were kind of pulling for Vegas, and then Danhausen kind of cursed both teams, but it ends up being Carolina.
Yeah, I mean, Carolina's been that team that's always been on the cusp. They've only won the cup one other time, which is crazy because I've seen Carolina win the cup twice now and haven't seen the Leafs do it ever. The only thing in like locally, what we're seeing here in Toronto is a lot of people who are like, "Yeah, screw Marner." I mean, it's like finished. Like, dude, you're finished. You finished like last essentially, and you're flexing on the team that finished second. I think
I
he had
mean,
a better.
as a
Like, he
Bills
feels
fan,
pretty
I was
good,
happy when Stephon Diggs didn't win. So,
right?
and I will announce that I have very much directly asked Danhausen how many human monies it'll take for him to uncurse the Buffalo Bills.
I like it. I like it. We should get him on that for sure. But yeah, I mean, again, it's just a weird narrative of like somehow him failing to win the cup made you better. But I mean, let's win a couple playoff series and then we'll start comparing notes before we watch this guy who was
You
arguably.
won because someone else failed is not really
Yeah.
an accomplishment.
Now the ironic part that a lot of people don't know is the Leafs tried to trade Marner to Carolina, but he has a no trade and he didn't want to go to Carolina at the time. And then Carolina's
Oh,
that one stings a little, right? But he had his reasons. He had a great playoff. I know he's a hot topic here in my neck of the woods, but like I said, lots going on. World Cup still in full swing. I've been kind of caught up in World Cup fever over the last little bit here, so we're having a good time with that. Yeah, I mean the world's crazy, and then the wrestling world itself. You know, we're coming into a triple header weekend on the 28th. We're looking forward to that. We're getting closer to SummerSlam. We're getting closer to Night of Champions. We're getting closer to all the things. Slammiversary, All Out, All in between, Forbidden Door, if it's really that forbidden. But yeah, we got so much coming your way for wrestling, Nick.
well, and even just tonight, we've been talking a lot about tournaments, and tonight we get the semifinals of the King and Queen of the Ring tournaments out there. And spoiler alert, I have a theory that whoever wins both matches tonight wins the tournament.
So both winners are going to come out of Raw. Yeah, I mean that's a good question. It's a good point. We saw what happened on SmackDown. I mean, is there any way that Jay pulls this off? I don't think so. I don't think that
You're
lines
gonna
up.
only do the Batista thumbs up, thumbs down spot once. You're not going to do it twice.
No, you're not
And
going
so
to
you're
run it
not going
back.
to do it for Raquel and Jay. I think you're going to do it with Raquel. That would make the most sense with everything that's been going on. So Raquel wins, challenges Liv, and that it works because Rhea's out with, I believe, a shoulder injury.
Is she?
So
Okay.
she's out injured. I know that. So that
Right.
very much gives her a bit of an out, and you get Raquel versus Liv. And I think between Dom and Oba, then that's why you're not going to have Jay win it, because he's not going to do the Batista thing too and go at Roman. And Javon's not going to win. So, like you said, it could be Dom versus Cody, or Oba wins and maybe he does both nights.
I still this whole both nights thing. I'm not behind at all. But I hear you. Fair enough. Dom, I still worry that Oba's going to get screwed by Brock. I think that's my one hesitation there. And I could see a world where Raquel does beat Liv. Maybe Roxanne helps Raquel win. I think Liv and Raquel would be the most likely to, which still means you got to get over big names like Flair and Io to get there. So tonight's gonna be very interesting because if Flair can find a way to move forward, she's kind of your only SmackDown representative left of any of them. There's 7 people in 2 tournaments, and only one officially works for SmackDown, according to the graphic.
Yeah, the Jay thing, I know we watched it live and everything, but now coming out of it, do you think that was the right choice?
Yeah, I'm fine with Jay winning in the sense of, I mean, if whoever is going to have this match loses to Javon anyway, and I don't really know where they're going. I mean, could Royce do it just to look powerful? Fine, but then if Royce runs into Femi, then that's probably not best for him yet. Balor, I was a little surprised with. I really want to know what they're doing with Balor. Balor and LA Knight are kind of in a similar situation of 2 guys we root for, and we're curious to see if they got anything for them, and apparently not at the moment.
I wanted Finn, but it seems like a lot of people were going with you could have done something with LA Knight Roman because they've been teasing all of that, and instead Jay wins. And Jay's going to probably be in the finals. I don't see him winning this. I don't see him challenging Cody, because I don't think you do both titles yet, and I don't see him challenging Roman doing the Batista spot. I like what you said of if Dom wins because Brock screws over, then Dom versus Cody.
Yeah, and I kind of almost think that it's possibly, apparently my whole shtick right now is everybody causing trouble. LA Knight being bitter and going after Jey Uso. So, I mean, a Dom Javon Evans final based on the two guys that come out of this unscathed in a way. Possible. I mean, to me, getting hung up on who fights in this semifinal only matters if depending on where they go with it, right? Like if Jay loses, then it doesn't matter. If LA would have got here and then lost, or if Balor would have got here and lost in the semis, then who cares? I cannot imagine a world where Jey Uso is going to go after Roman Reigns. I think a lot of people eye roll at that. So I don't anticipate that's going to be the case.
But I think that if LA Knight would have been in the semis, you could have thought that he could have won the whole thing outright. If Finn would have been it, like I said, I made the case if you get Finn versus Dom in the finals and Finn could win it and he goes after Cody, or maybe he goes after Roman. You had more players involved, I think, that could win it with Jay not advancing.
I still think there's a valid argument that Jay is a possibility. Like there is a world that Jay could win it. But I get what you're saying. I mean, I think the fan base kind of would rather the hope of one of the other two over Jake has been there, done that, did it recently. Yeah, I don't know. I don't trust the LA Knights not. I really feel like they've been setting up Jey Uso LA Knight. Even if eventually we get to Roman LA Knight, I think Jay's first. Jay and LA has had almost more problems than actually Roman in LA because it's Jay is already in the way.
Do you think at some point too we're going to get Jacob Jay?
Maybe
because Jay's antagonizing the out of Jacob.
Yeah, I mean, again, I think it will come to a point, especially if the bloodline's going to have this added new kind of or old chip on their shoulder. You know, do you have somebody like Jacob get fed up with a Jay, or we saw it before where you know what, I'm sick of you two arguing, just go fight each other and get it over with. Right, possibly.
But should we say hi to the people as we got about 15 minutes before the show kicks off, sir?
We are just past that halfway point, folks. As Nick said, Raw coming up. You can sync up at home when it kicks off live. We'll all watch it together. Kumbaya. Shall be fun. Lots to talk about, as we said. But Spaz, Ronan, and C Money, the top three from Friday's SmackDown chat. So shout out to those guys. Top three, the more you chat, the more points you get. The more points you get, the higher on the board you go. Super chats and super stickers will get you bonus. So use the super chats. You will run up the charts and you will help the channel. We appreciate your support. So use those super chats and make sure you're active. And don't be silly. Keep it clean. Keep it classy. Silly was the wrong word because we know y'all going to be silly for sure.
Yeah, keep it above the waist and go spread the good gospel of the wrestling out there.
Let's go. Zach back at it again. National Big Boy Day.
Pause.
They gave us a day? Yes.
We have a day. Do we have it? We have a day, guys.
Yeah, I don't know what. Is there a Big Boy America that we like a?
Well, is it the restaurant? Like Zach, we need some more clarification here. This is very plausible moment here because is it the Big Boy like restaurant? Did you ever have that or seen it? I think it's kind of more Americana. It's the big kind of. Like
the Simpsons, kind of
kid looking like that, yeah. Like they
the Simpsons guy, yeah. Okay, I know of it. I don't have one of them though.
I've never seen one in person, but I know that they exist out there. Like there's Sasquatches.
Okay. All right. Let's go. Zach, welcome back. Damien, the leader of the Hopium Tribe. I've heard WWE is interested in Steve Maclin. HBK wants him on NXT. Again, I think another one of these stories of like, yeah, kind of duh, like not necessarily. Maybe overreaching with what the desire is, but if you're watching pro wrestling and you have scouts and people are aware, would you not assume that Maclin would be a guy that
if you're a wrestling promotion right now in the year of our Lord 2026 that has the financial capacity to bring on a guy like Steve Maclin, you are considering bringing on a guy like Steve Maclin?
Yeah, like I mean, I don't think that I think Macklin's a vet. Maclin can kind of come in and be almost similar to the LA Knight kind of guy, where he's a little more seasoned than your usual, I'm on my way up talent, but he's a great heel. He is a really great heel. and a guy I think that could really be a pain in the ass if you have some good babyface champs on any show.
Well, he's got an established character and an established gimmick and everything, and so much depth to it. I wonder if they're kind of waiting to do Macklin and Peraza as a package deal.
Could be. I have no idea, and maybe Anthony's out there somewhere. I have no idea what Deanna's contract looks like as far as what's how much longer she's there. I know she has publicly expressed, being discontent at times. I know she's in the land of the abyss that is Ring of Honor. So I don't know, man. I'd love to see Deanna do more, even if she just went back to TNA, as she ran that division for so long, and it was good when she was there.
There's no way they're going back to TNA now, especially with Macklin
running Macklin just left. Yeah, shit.
Macklin just left, and he's also running now on Wrestling Revolver. I told that, you know what, I quit.
Yeah, I mean, TNA themselves just put out a little 1 sentence, 2 sentence kind of like, yeah, he's gone. So is was it Mila
Grace,
Swimming Swanson. I don't know. But the interesting times for sure. Ken, welcome back. We'll come back to you. Ken, Ronan, Eric, I see you. Welcome back. Welcome back. Don't forget, the merch is up. It's on the stores. There's the link. Click the link. Get your Wrestling with Mental Health shirts or merch, hoodies, tank tops. Get those. All proceeds go to the Mental Health America. So go help raise money. Click the button. Be a part of the show. Be a part of the family. And actually, that's the correct link. So go click that and get your shirt today. It's a nice message to wear around and remind people to be a friend, tell a friend.
Absolutely. And like I said, you always got a friend over here.
Right. Make it weird. Let's go, Spaz. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Some of us have no choice, my guy. Victor.
Everybody love everybody.
Right. Group hug in the shower after. No.
Whoa.
Victor. Cooper, let's go. How you doing? Trey, welcome back. Spaz dropping 10 bones in the bucket.
I gave myself in the pod a week off since next week is going to be jacked and stacked. Pause. It sounds like a fucking Waffle House order. Wait, that's somebody else's gimmick. What did you do to be nice to your brain today? Hashtag important questions. Hashtag anyone's a bro. Great stream last night, guys. Thank you again, Spaz. I know you, I think, probably messaged us both individually saying how much, we appreciated what we do and everything. So shout out, my guy.
Yeah, it's for those who don't know, we did do our second annual Wrestling with Mental Health stream. We had a lot of fun doing it. Very open, very candid, sharing more with the world than we've shared with some of the people close to us. But it was a good time, but just, really cementing home the idea that, men in particular need to talk about their mental health. We got to lean on each other. We got to pull each other up. We got to work together. Too many guys are taking each other out. Too many guys are taking themselves out, and we got to find a better way to do things.
It's okay to feel things, and it's okay to talk about things.
Right. All the things. Clay Lewis, let's go. Paul Carpenter back with us. Let's go. Ken, got you. How you doing? Tay, good to see you. Daryl's in the house. Roll Tide is with us as well. James in the house. If that clown Dominic Mysterio wins King of the Ring, I am not bowing or showing respect because I have no respect for him. I only bow to my God, Lord, above JC, Jesus Christ. So
you think, yo, voice. Go over. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's deep. Dom could win this tournament. I did say way back in the beginning, it could be Dom, Liv, King, and Queen.
Well, this goes back to like what I said before of the most believable people to win this tournament, I feel, are both facing each other tonight. Io would win or Raquel wins. Do you think Liv or Charlotte actually win the tournament? Charlotte might be maybe, but
I've been advocating for Charlotte.
Singles.
You've been advocating for Charlotte for a while.
I know,
though.
But I'm meeting you in the middle on this. So okay. I think it could be Raquel or Io, and I'm saying too with Oba and Dom, it's not going to be Javon, respectfully bouncy, and it's no one wants it to be Jey Uso.
I want Liv to win. I want Liv to go after all the belts. Let's go. Just the double up.
again.
Yeah, take that belt. Let's go. Everyone chase Liv. Raw looks pretty stacked, says Damien. There you go. There's that hopium. My friend that plays or played for Minnesota just signed 2-year deal with Vegas and the PWHL. That's dope. Let's go. Roll Tide, Safit, Victor, we got you already. James back here. Thanks, Dom's a moron. Let's go. 316 and James are going to have it out tonight.
No, I think they're going to be best buds. They're going to both be loving Liv and just hating on Dom.
Right. Sean Reed, welcome back, sir. How you doing? How you doing? Do what Sean said. Hit the buttons. Smash them all. Be a part of the family. Be a part of the shows. We're on Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, X, Blue Sky,
Don't give it to you.
TikTok, all the things. What's up, Curtis? Trey's back with us. James, AD and AZ. Welcome, 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 welcome. Ronan. All right, here we go again. All right, we'll come back to you. Welcome, welcome, though.
I will just real quickly. He was just saying
right.
on the pop that Danhausen will get in New York the next time he shows up in MSG will be legendary, and I fully agree with that.
He could main event an MSG pay-per-view, and people would lose their fucking minds.
There's been talks of, I think they're doing a Saturday night's main event in MSG of how do we get Danhausen on the card now?
Oh, they're putting him on the card for sure. He's a fucking hero in that
Him
place.
Versus The Miz in the main event, and Jalen Brunson can help Danhausen win.
Yeah.
Book it, Dano.
People have to, when we talk about levels to this, and I hate to do it, I hate to remind people, and you're not going to love this comment, but when you're Danhausen and you're more over in the public eye than anybody in your competitions company or the company that couldn't find a way to book you, including their world champion, whoo-wee, Danhausen, go.
Well, that's the thing is you don't even need him to be world champion. You don't need him to be out there 5-star banger classics or anything.
No. Just entertain. That's the fun part of sports entertainment. That's the fun part of pro wrestling. This idea, you got to remember, you go back to old wrestling, they did a lot of stuff that pies in the face. I know some guys like Jimmy like to act like it was always serious, but there was little people matches. There were pies in the face. There were weird angles. There was all types of funny, silly shit, Nick. You watched it.
Absolutely. Oh, that's part of the Attitude Era Grid, and that was a bit more adult. But even then, the missus is not, a big wrestling fan, clearly, because that's why I do this and everything. But she will always sit there and watch anytime a Danhausen's on screen or there's a Danhausen segment that pops up on YouTube or social media. So he's out there switching roles with Charlotte and whoa,
right,
woo, whoa.
Right.
This stupid nonsense that 100% it's okay for the same audience that wants me to believe Leo Rush gets mad about Danhausen.
Yeah. And again, the whole show cannot be predicated on silliness and being, kind of dumb all the time and childish. But, some of it is for the kids. And Trick loved the kids, I guess. I don't know what to tell you.
But Pimpin since been Pimpin since been Pimpin.
Right. But Victor, will Cody still be champion after Friday? Or will Sammy screw Cody and Gunther wins? And, I'm dying. Go, Sammy, go. Go, Sammy, go.
But this is where it gets odd, and thank you, Victor, for the $5 because now who would win King of the Ring and challenge Gunther?
That's where I thought LA Knight might do it.
Or Finn.
Or Finn. Somebody kind of the crowd wants to get behind. Yeah, that makes it interesting now. That's a good point.
Now it feels like that's kind of a...
But would you rather... What if it...
Water.
What if you decide we're going to we are going to give Oba the push, but Oba goes after Gunther instead of going after Roman? You leave Roman alone.
Oh, but so then what do you do with Brock? When does Brock appear? Do you just triple threat? Brock, Gunther,
I don't think so.
All the meat.
Yeah, I don't think you do triple threat. That's a lot of meat in all one.
Armies, we have the meat.
Yeah. All right. Well, we got about a minute, folks. I see, ha. We got to shorten your name into ha, or I'm back. I'm back here. The Day Buffalo. I see Nightmare Queen's back with us. Jose, always a pleasure, sir. Spaz got another $10. We'll get to that right after the next minute. Go Nick, says Curtis. Lazy bookings back with us. Paul Nightmare. Got you. Ha 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 ha. I just want to say it again. Ha ha. But 80 and AZ, James got you a few times.
Thompson,
Paul,
I see you. Roll Tide, what up? Jobson, Danhausen clips brighten my day. It's just such stupid humor. We're getting another Jackass movie, and people are gangbanging over Danhausen.
Right. Again, I think at the end of the day, it's okay to have fun, guys. It's okay to have fun. It's okay to laugh. Do you remember they used to make these things called comedy movies where you went and you laughed? They said some shit and you laughed at it. It's crazy.
Bernard, Leo Rush is an eyesore. What a stupid. It's kind of working though. Like I can't be proud of Danhausen and completely hate Leo Rush though. That's the thing. It goes the other way.
Here's the thing, Nick, and this is the perfect example of two companies in two different realms of the world. Mm-hmm. Right now, Danhausen's silly and nonsensical, but they've given him enough of story and enough shit to do that you're kind of into it. And he's been promoted. Leo Rush, all we've seen him do is take L's and lose on Dynamite and shit. So he just seems like a guy being weird. They're not telling a story. Tell the story.
There is no vignettes. There is no backstage. I'll give you that.
There is a Netflix logo, though.
Yes, I do have that. As I see Cooper, I see Safet, as I have it then.
I also had that.
80 and 80. It's a lovely 108 degrees.
Now?
Good God. I got Roman, Seth.
Oh.
Come on, give me something.
Oba's in the beginning.
Forever.
Dap.
All right.
I dapped, and then now you got to dap.
Together.
I'll
dap again. And it takes the tractor another round.
Let's go.
I've got the overhead shot of the city as they're in Baltimore. Be more.
Yeah, they're back in the US of A. What part of the story for tonight's Raw? Being Raw actually in the States. It won't be next week, by the way. We will be here early again. But they're getting back to it.
They're going on a little field trip. But still somebody in Baltimore is out there with Knicks merch on, of course.
Of course. Everyone's favorite team now.
Oh, well, it healed a city, my guy. It healed a city.
Yeah, and then they all beat each other up and burned it down. So hopefully we're feeling better today.
Seeing whole blocks shut down and they're watching the game on the side of a building.
It's so cool. It really is. That's what I've loved. I talked a lot the last couple days about with all the headlines and all the bad news and all the doom and gloom and all the hate and all the bullshit, you see all these celebrations. You see Knicks win, you see Carolina win. We see. I said it the other day, the Scottish fans taking over Boston, all these international fans all over Canada right now. It's crazy to see these people come together and thousands upon thousands have fun and enjoy something and be into something.
Healing.
Right?
Healing.
It's not all bad, folks. There is some kumbaya out there.
Come together right now over
weed.
Yeah, that too.
What up, Braden?
Oh, I'm so glad you pulled that up because it's Braden Widmer. I thought it was Braden Walker. I thought we had, Braden Walker making his epic comeback in the chat.
Right. Jokes. Let's go. So we do right now have the start of Raw, which is the replay from what happened on Friday. LA Knight, always the bridesmaid.
Yeah, well, and it's getting interesting with this whole time with Solo in the bloodline. We had Jacob talk to Solo, and if Roman wants me, he can come get me.
Yep.
But Spaz with a $10 super chat. If Abyss was in his prime right now, what Monster Mash matches would you want to see him have in WWE in Big 26? Also, I put up a short Solo vid on all the MLP news for anyone interested. Parentheses, F. Leo Rush.
That's his words, folks. But we got two cars rolling up.
Roman and Jay, they each took their own car. You can't travel together. Gas prices in this time.
Hey, you heading over to the arena? Yeah, I'm getting in my own car.
Yeah, and now Jimmy's just here in what, a third car? He took a third car here because
Jimmy
he
and
was
Jay had
already
to share,
there.
right?
This is now becoming a math equation. If one fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish.
I want to hear what some of the old like pundits, some of the old podcasters out there, like the Cornettes of the world, this whole thing about Roman like showing up and being handed his belt every time he comes to the arena. Like we've heard stories for years, Nick. Like that title's supposed to be glued to you. As there's Jacob already in the building.
So he took a fourth car.
He took a cab. He took an Uber. He all gas, no brakes. Way behind.
Yeah, he ran there.
But you beat them there by 10 minutes.
And is it funny though too that every time Roman yells out "Mark" for the belt, so the halfway little subliminal dig out there.
Yeah, big pundits.
Well, as Roman's kicking off Monday Night Raw,
yes, he
Roman
is
a bit under fire because of showing up at UFC Freedom 250. Paul Walter Hausen, the indie darling Hollywood star, weighing in on it too.
Paul Walter Hausen can shut the fuck up. Period.
Fair
1,
enough.
2. I'm sure he's a nice guy.
I don't care.
But yeah, no, I mean, listen, man. There's no point bitching and complaining as much as people do because the hypocrisy is so thick. You can't support one thing and not another, and then not look behind the curtain and be okay with certain atrocities and not others. I get to say this as a Canadian because, again, him showing up and watching a fight, I watch the fights. Doesn't mean I'm a fan of the red, or I'm a fan of the blue, or I'm a fan of the white.
You don't even go here. You don't even go here.
You go here. I just want to watch people punch each other in the face, and I got to do that. So, yeah, I hate the politics. I hate the optics of it all. But again, too often, like if we go and roll back, and we've learned a lot about some of the old wrestlers. You know, we didn't follow them around and criticize every fucking life move they made. So, I don't care. It does not, as long as he shows up and does his job, I don't give a fuck. You know, as long as he's not doing anything illegal, that's on him. If he wants to go watch a fight, let him go watch a fight. A lot of people watch that fucking fight. So, Paul Walter Hausen, come on now.
But Darby can defend the title 17 times in a year and everything, and Roman only shows up 4 times a month.
Listen,
and he takes his field trips over there.
It's the same thing as the bullshit from Mick Foley. And I love Mick Foley. And it's really hard to gangbang on a guy that wants to be Santa all year long. Especially when you look like fucking Santa yourself. But at the end of the day, like, oh, I can't work for this company because they're aligning a certain way. But you go over to another company that's getting money and having the same type of fucking backdoor deals and the same people involved. Oh, I can't believe Punk went to Saudi. Where do you think the AEW money's coming from, you dumb bastards? Like, are people not paying attention? Like, it's selective rage. It's selective signaling. Oh, I'll be mad about this, but I don't have to be mad about that. Again, when you put yourself out there publicly, it puts a different level, a different standard. So a guy like Mick Foley, who I love, all right, you don't like Trump, that's fine. You don't have to. Half your country apparently doesn't like him. But if you're going to go, you can't make this big grandstand and then go work for another company that's getting the same type of deals, the same type of money from the same places. Do the research, see where they're getting their money, where their dollars are coming from. They're the same. All big business is the same. We got a fucking trillionaire running around, people. Do you really think they care?
Yeah, oh God, we're not going to get into the whole unfolding conversation because, well, no, that is ridiculous. But that's a members only stream if I've ever heard a conversation.
I don't even. Yeah. Look, it's all a mess, and I'm not condoning anybody. I'm not in favor of anyone. I get to be, silly.
You Canadian. Don't even get to go here. You just to be the outside.
I'm on the outside.
In.
Right. But as we get the ones up in the pyro, but again, I don't like the hypocrisy. I don't like the, I see people that have, I'm going to stand on this. Well, what about this? I don't really care. You can't pick and choose what bad behavior is okay just because of who's lining your pockets. I mean, they're all the same.
Right. Jordan, what up, everyone? Hey, everyone, God bless. There, that's what we need right now.
Yes, none of love.
All this. People playing peekaboo with the truth. Yeah. Anonymous, Nick and KJ. Are you going to AW Musical Theater Show? Announced partnership today. Yeah, I did see that.
Wait, what was this?
UK. Oh, I have to try and find it up. But
I missed this.
Like how there's a wrestling like theater production, I think, going on in the UK, and AW partnered with it and is going to be involved. I haven't dug too much deep into
The
it.
last
They haven't
match,
slapped their name on it.
a
Yeah.
Pro Wrestling Rock Experience London. All Elite Wrestling today announced the partnership with last match, a Pro Wrestling Rock Experience, a groundbreaking new entertainment set to premiere in London. Okay, kind of cool. All right. Silly shit.
It's interesting. It's definitely a different avenue, as the whole crowd is chanting OTC for everybody.
At the top of their lungs.
Bloodline storyline.
Yeah.
Roman Reigns, Roman Reigns. Spaz with a $2. Roman and the Usos reminding you of Cameron Diaz. What?
What? Like Charlie's Angels?
Bosley?
Right.
People talk crap about the bloodline, and the same people don't talk crap about the Death Riders and think it's the best thing ever.
Again, I think it's and different, holding things to different standards, right? Like the Moxie stuff's completely garbage, but it, again, different standards. Listen to this. This is fucking nuts.
Jose, KJ is a silly Canadian goose,
right? And I want to be clear. I'm not picking any sides. I'm not. I'm very much a neutral motherfucker, and I'm very fucking not left or right. I'm very in the middle. But at the end of the day, I mean, we don't talk politics on this channel very often because it's messy, it's sloppy, and it's all bullshit. Acknowledge me.
They're running back the acknowledge me, essentially, of the ones up in the air again. And we talked about of how would this translate from the UK crowds, the UK shows, to the US, and I think it's done it in tenfold, or at least in spades.
Well, keep the energy up. We would definitely want to see that energy. And I mean, we love the European crowds, and I know some of the American fans get a little upset about, some of the love that the international audiences get. But just show up and have fun, man.
We get the World Cup, and you don't hear Spain or Italy or whatever bitching because they don't get the World Cup over there.
Right.
As they're even putting over Jacob over Solo, as the whole crowd's yeeting.
Samoan Ice Cube, yay.
Yeah. Well, Meg out here becoming a member for 12 months, re-upping. Can't believe it's been a whole year.
Right. Let's go. Nice Abby, by the way.
20-minute entrance, get enough.
Oh, shut up, Paul. Jesus Christ. Gang banging on the show opening. Look at the crowd losing their fucking mind. Relax.
Hashtag inconsistent morals. Yes.
Yes. I'm not telling anyone how to live their lives because I'm having a hard enough time living my own. I'm really not. I just don't like it.
Well, I think we documented that for about an hour and a half last night of how that's going on. Yeah.
Right. I'm trying to figure out my own
Almighty Pop, my comment, get lost in the sauce. Just wanted to say hello to you guys in chat. Let's have a great show. Hashtag good energy. Yes, trust me. Any names that we miss, we do apologize or anything. We talk a lot, and y'all talk a lot too. We do try and click on as many as we can. Unless you have a name that I can't read out loud. But yeah, I see you in the chat too. 316 though. Mysterio should defeat Oba tonight due to Brock Lesnar interference.
That's what I think might happen. I think
they've just been celebrating this whole time. Like I thought I missed a part of a promo. No, they've just been
having a time. They're just back. The boys are back in town, bro. Far too.
Yeah, but this is still funny to me. I want to see so many people on Twitter right now that say they can't stand the bloodline, that the bloodline isn't over. It doesn't do it for me, dog.
Yeah.
And they've spent a solid 10 minutes or so just milking them just being out here.
The people that are saying that would be saying that about anything in this position. It doesn't matter if it's Roman or Cody or Gunther or you name the person. The minute they go into that number one spot, like Jey Uso, dude, we got receipts of all the people that were like, we love Jey. We love Jey, never gets his chance. They call him main event. He deserves to be in the main event. Jey, he wins.
I love that guy.
Yeah, like what the fuck? Like people were legit just turned, right? So I was there for that. And I mean, that's where you got to remember who your sources are and where the information's coming, because at the end of the day, I mean, there's certain people out there that doesn't matter who they put in this position. And it's over as shit. So anyone out there like Coachman who knows nothing, it's simply right there. Like, if the crowd's behaving this way, they're doing their job. Period.
Absolutely. Well, Jose, SWA, Samoans with attitude.
Samoans with attitude.
Whoa. Oh. So they're squaring up with Jacob because he went over and talked to Solo.
Maybe. As they're still chanting Fatu, though.
I literally.
Ooh, you didn't listen to the twins? Did you? Oh, so Jacob's like making sure Jacob's the bottom of the barrel.
Oh.
Well,
that goes into the Michael Cole. They neutered the Samoan werewolf.
Yeah. And that's how they want you to feel right now.
They want you to be upset that he's getting pushed down.
Yeah. They're treating him like shit.
So when he sparks back up and squares back up and bucks back up at Roman, let's go.
Right.
Simone, you do hear Italy bitching because it. Shut up.
Ouch.
Bang banging on Italy.
You do have a connection to teams that like are infamous for missing kicks, though. That is a weird coincidence. Just a weird coincidence. Italy, the Baggio. We all remember the Baggio.
I don't have strong legs. I don't have strong legs.
One of those moments where Nick's like, if I could reach through the screen.
Just technical difficulties pops up right now. We'll be right back.
Just like the Bart Homer, like the Bart.
Yeah, but I mean, you did finish at the bottom of the barrel with the Maple Leafs and everything, so you can very much punch up. I'll give you that.
It hurts. Roman Reigns.
Yeah, but so if they're even teasing this, they're not having Jay win the King of the Ring.
No. Unless like Jay wins it and then puts it on the line against Jacob, and then Jacob beats Jay.
We should have put Jacob in here and just fuck around. Yeah.
That's the first thing everyone's going to say, and I agree. What's happening here? We got a box. What's in the box?
What's in the box? What's in the box? The Ulafala. Oh, no.
Oh.
What is this? We're learning Polynesian lore right now. Welcome to history class with KJ and Big Nick.
Ba, ba, ba.
I'm really like, turn Roman's mic the fuck up.
He's being intense. He's doing the Jake the Snake where you talk really low and hope they lean in.
Make a deal. The bloodline has always been here.
The bloodline is forever.
When the wild Samoans years ago were running these territories.
Is this the OG, triple OG Ulafala?
That's hilarious, C-Money.
Miss Krabappel and Principal Skinner were in the closet making babies, and I saw one of the babies, and the baby looked at me.
Right.
That was the bloodline. The remarkable main event at WrestleMania. When the Usos became the greatest tag team to ever live.
Oh, this is very much like Roman. Yeah, no, you're gonna learn today. King Kong ain't got on me.
Yeah, and it also feels like a bit of a shot to everyone with a pair of ears of we don't call it a comeback. We've been here for years. Like, the fuck you talking about?
Alpha said knock you out. Seeger said knock you out.
I'm on the
inside now.
What up, Lady B? Paul, we got you.
Welcome to the family business. They're doing full Sopranos with this. Roman Reigns is back on that Tony Soprano. Woke up this morning. Oh,
Welcome to the bloodline. Now, considering how bitter he was 30 seconds ago, how is he going to take the fala? Is this a different fala?
It's a different fala. It's a brown fala, not the red fala.
It's not the
It's
Ula?
not a red hot chili pepper fala.
Oh. One up. There you go.
That was, like I said, that was Jacob becoming a made man. This is, you are officially.
So look who the outlier is. So what if Jay does win the King of the Ring because he's pissed? Angry Jay?
You're not going to do the thumbs up, thumbs down storyline twice, though. You're not going to do it with Jay and Raquel. So then which one do you do it with?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think it's an outside chance. I'm surprised Jay's even in the situation, but Jay is still the guy that's holding resentment. Jacob fell in line a lot easier than I anticipated he would. I'm curious. I don't mind where this is right now. I know some fan, what was that? No, that was good. I mean, I'm entertained. The crowd was into it. Jimmy, hey, Andre.
Yeah, but do they do with Jay and Jacob almost what they did with Sammy and Jay? We got some kinks we need to work out. Pause. We got some issues we need to resolve if we're going to be on the same squad.
There's Roman over there with Eric Andre. I mean, how long before Jay's got an attitude problem, Nick. How long before Roman tells Jacob to deal with Jay's attitude?
Or like you said, though, do they just let him fight it out? You two just Jacob's just throwing around, Andre.
Fought too. All right, going for the clicks. We're going for the clicks, folks.
You're not supposed to beat up the celebrities.
I don't like this. I don't think this guy's funny at all. So I like that he's getting beat up.
It's just one of those that, it never worked with me, never clicked. I don't fully get it as now. Yeah, you just got put into the family, my guy, and now you're going to turn around and you're beating up celebrities?
Yeah.
Yeah, Roman, no, stop.
Down, boy.
Down, good boy. Good boy. Who's a good boy?
He's one step away from rolling up a newspaper here.
Just spritzing him with a fucking water bottle and everything. Ooh. But I like how it's now Pierce and Roman are talking about it. Like, I got this. I've got it under control.
Oh, big pop! As Roman says,
splash.
Roman says, get him! Get him! Roman doesn't care. And the crowd goes wild.
A smirk on Roman. Roman is the best with the facials. Pause on all of this. But his actual, so much of his character work is his facial expressions during the match, in segments, in promos, and just a little nuance.
One more time. But Roman just smiles because Roman knows. You thought Roman was hard to get to before? You thought Roman was hard to beat before? He's got this weapon at his disposal now. There it is. And every time Roman commands him to do so, he does it, and the crowd loves it.
Again! Oh! See, Roman just took Cody's slogan and flipped it. Hard to find, hard to beat.
Right.
And it just looks in the camera, and the crowd loves it. Roman Reigns, one more time.
So when you go on the internet tomorrow, folks, and people are saying this bloodline shit ain't shit and nobody cares and it sucks, run it back. Sounds pretty good to me.
Right. I'm going to just go with that. Hey, I just wanted to say good morning to Roman Reigns with my what install for our World Heavyweight Champion. Lost me in translation.
Good morning.
Rolling Halo. Why did I say it like that? Hello, Big Nick. How's it going, gentlemen? What up? Killy. Think this version of the bloodline they wanted in before Solo.
Potentially. I mean, you like the criticism of they're doing it again, Nick, only works if they're doing it again. Does that make sense? Like it's like being mad at the Sopranos that are still the Sopranos in season 3 that they were in season 2. But no, we tuned back into season 3 because we want to see it, but it can't be the same as season. You know, they gotta grow, they gotta change. So to me, this is a different view, a different vibe. Again, it's still a little more like, I mean, technically a heel move.
Anyone that knows or has watched through all the seasons of The Sopranos, like I have, Jacob Fatu is the Furio of The Sopranos right now, showing up with this being him in the bloodline now. He's the guy that's, you know, been around the way and is the actual true badass going through everybody.
Yeah.
But he's just the weapon that you just keep in the closet because you know when he gets loose, he'll fuck some shit up.
Yeah, Roman just smiling like I may never have to lift a muscle again. This is excellent. This
You
guy's
got a Samoan werewolf on a chain right now.
but he's loyal, and that, I mean, that's what makes, you know, again, Jacob will eventually, I imagine, have a breaking point to this. But right now, Jay's the problem, not Jacob. Jacob's in line. Jacob's doing everything he can to endear himself, and he got his own fala.
But we've seen that though. Well, the Fala thing might be different because, well, but also then Roman could say, Jay, you're a former world champion. Shut the fuck up. Because it feels like with Jay, it's going back to a bit of how he was when Sammy got involved, and Sammy was the honorary use and everything. Jimmy was cool with them, and they were doing the daps and everything like that.
Right.
And Jay had to come around and we're gonna make this cool.
I'm assuming we're on commercial break for some people on the planet.
I am.
And they're still helping Eric Andre down the aisleway. He's wobbly, selling his ass off. But I mean, probably not selling too much because that's Jacob Fatu that just
Who knew Carlito would make a return tonight
Someone
and get squashed by Jacob Fatu?
Yo, I first saw that in the chat and I didn't realize what the reference was. And I'm like, oh shit, yeah. Yeah. Is that Carlito? Yeah, if Carlito went on Ozempic.
Whoa, now. We're just trying to get all the buzzwords out here tonight.
Clicking them all.
See money. If this were AW, they would have jumped Jacob. The Death Riders would have run in, kidnapped him. I added that. Then the entire Don Callis family, then the conglomeration to make the save. Then they would all just stand there selling. Did you see, as I'm getting an advertisement for SummerSlam in Minnesota, did you see we're going to have teams announced for the 6-man, 12-man, 16, whatever you want to call it, cage match on Dynamite. And then immediately following, we're going to have a 12-man tag match.
Wait, what?
So we're going to have the match before we have the match. The only difference is going to be a fucking cage.
See, this is where, like, I get so frustrated with the fan base sometimes. That, to me, is so fucking lazy. Like, just completely and utterly lazy. And we just did a 14, 16, 22-man fucking, you know, Anarchy in the Arena or Stadium Stampede or wherever the fuck one it was. And then you come back with, you know, all right, we're going to do this. Like, we're going to do 10. Like, we just did something like this. Now we're going to do more of something like this. And you're really going to run back. You're going to do the match, sans cage. Like, if you want to pick out, you know what you do? You know, the two guys from each team have it out. And there's a stip to it, or there's a consequence if you lose, or whatever. Be more creative. I believe that Tony Khan has either given up or he's mailing it in because these weekly shows have been sucking ass. And it's a lot of rinse and repeat.
GPT? Is he really using AI out there? And that's where the rumors have been.
I hope that, listen, everyone who's afraid of AI taking over the world, it's not if it's making booking decisions like this. You got nothing to worry about. And as EO Sky on the way out, did not anticipate that.
But it's just, you could have had it to where you have, you know, MJ, you have both guys pick their team and they pick a representative that they're going to have a match and it decides the advantage, I guess, if we're going to have an advantage in the steel cage or unless we're all going to be in the cage at the same time, unless it's just War Games mini edition.
It's the same shit. Every Dynamite is filled with Callis. Every Dynamite is filled with the Death Riders. And I don't care. There's a small pocket of people out there that think this stuff is good. And what they need to realize is what they think is good has alienated about 90% of the wrestling fan base out there. I'm sorry. It's just the way it is. It's rinse and repeat. It's predictable. It's obvious. Guys are winning because of what hometown we're in this week. Like, it is so blatantly just not interesting. No effort.
All Friends Wrestling is getting back to very much being the name that fits that company more than anything.
Lacks creativity. It lacks originality. You know, everyone's in the same place, fighting with the same people. And the guys who are legitimately stars, MJF, Will Ospreay, Swerve, these guys get kicked in the nuts every time they turn around and get just shit on by the booking.
I will say, though, that the match that was praised out of Collision, the blockbuster, was the street fight between Shane Taylor Promotions,
of course,
and the Death Rider.
Of course,
the match I called that would happen
again. Still, but why? But why?
But it was the match of the night.
Yeah, well, I mean, because there was weapons, bro. It was shit. They walk around and it's more shitty Moxley, and it means nothing. And now Shane Taylor is going to fuck right back off to where he came from.
They had their moment in the sun, and they're actually readying all the way back.
This is what makes me mad about the Mark Briscoe situation with MJF right now. It's filler. Mark might win. Mark's team might win the cage match to make MJF look like a loser even more. But Mark Briscoe's not going to win the title from him.
He'll win it to get a title shot.
That's it.
Won't mean
been there, done that.
Lose the title shot. And I know it's Monday, but there's a question that I feel like we definitely can talk about either later on a Wednesday or now. But yeah, of the whole idea of should there be an authority figure in AEW?
Yes, I love the idea. And you kind of have maybe Mick Foley said he didn't want to do it, but I still think Daniel Bryan is a guy that could do it really well. I mean, technically, Jeff Jarrett can do it.
Mick Foley?
I think Mick Foley would be your easy one, but he said he didn't want to be a GM. Now, they are really kind of leaning. Like, is Mick Foley going to be on Mark Briscoe's team?
Oh, my fuck no.
I'm telling you it's happening, bro.
No!
Come on, we got EO, we got Raquel. The votes are up, the poll is up. But I think that they're going to use this cage match and shit to get Mick Foley into something.
No, please. No, because he's going to go do whatever you're going to do, and we're going to continue on.
Yeah,
he's going to do some insane stuff out there. He can be getting thrown off of cages all again.
He can barely walk, man.
I love Mick Foley. I know Mick Foley's actually coming to an indie promotion of a training school by me that we've interviewed Mike Hollow and everything.
Oh, yeah,
that they're in WWE ID program and all of that. And going to be doing signings and everything. The missus has met Mick Foley. I love me some Mick Foley. I never want to see that man ever take a bump in a pro wrestling ring ever again.
I don't. I mean, again, I love the guy. But it's like I love my pops. I don't want to see him rolling around like trying to do bumps.
I don't want to see him fall down the stairs.
Yeah, like what the fuck? But speaking of falling down the stairs, I'm going to go run down mine.
There you go. As Raquel dumps Io on the outside and flexing, double flexing, playing in the crowd. We must be going to a commercial breakout here soon. But Sonny, what up? White Sox, bold strategy, Cotton. White Sox, go, go, go. I can't even be mad at you because I'm the Yankees. Like, respectfully, it's one of those, you're not even in the radar. I'm not even bothered by you. You can have that. That ain't what I'm mad at. But no, I guess good on the White Sox. Who's the worst team in the league right now in the MLB? I've been trying to keep a hold of who's the stats, but I saw, what was it? The Rockies just put up 23 on the Athletics. Like that was, just batting practice. Raquel with a suspended suplex. Anonymous, what up? Discourse is fine. At the end of the day, a loud audience is proof it's working. Absolutely. Rage, this version of Roman that has an animal he can switch on. He's got an attack dog now. Release the hounds. He's Monty Burns. Smiling at Pierce before telling Jacob to do it again. Yeah. You've got to release the hounds. J-Boy, what up? Nair. Jacob has returned to the Samoan Avengers. Yes, Jacob will return in Samoan Doomsday as EO under the ring post. Spaz, I see with a $5 super chat. I swear, any day now, Adam Pearce going to be a spokesperson for blood pressure medication as I go to commercial company. Andre's Men's Health just bought him out in June. Pause. Yeah, all that. But no, Adam Pearce very much would be. He is the advocate, the avatar, I guess, for how at times when I get fired up, just that's Adam Pearce kind of levels and everything. It's so funny because Aldis never seems to get truly phased, but Pearce just crash outs, and I love it. And that's the thing is, I think the authority figure back to, I know I mentioned it before, KJ took a pause, but we are in a commercial, so be a friend, tell a friend. And as I know, we've been flirting with 60s and the 70s and even in the 80s. Let's see if we can, crack the top open and get out to triple digits out here. But I know the authority figure thing has very much a negative stereotype attached to it, and hasn't done well, and more often than not isn't done well. But I think WWE's done the authority figure well. TNA was doing it well until Daria showed up, respectfully. I think that AW, I get that everybody's, well, Tony Khan already makes all the decisions, and he was already there talking to Mark Briscoe, and we get it, and maybe just Mark didn't get it off that well. No. If you had somebody that actually seemed like they had a bit of control week in and week out and could justify or explain away some of the nonsense with some of this stuff. A Danielson, a Mick Foley, if you just need an accent to go Nigel, of something like that, very much could work to me. And they also very much need to get better on their recaps and their packages of, to me, it's just they need to focus and try and expand on, if I'm tuning in for the first time, can I get brought up enough to speed? I get that most of us that watch AW now at this point regularly watch AW. Like, don't miss an episode, and if you do, you follow up on what you might have missed. But they need to try and welcome and cater, and that's not a, oh, you got to be like WWE, but they need to start to be able to welcome in newer viewers. You can't expand into a newer audience if you're not going to try and make it accessible for newer audiences. Avastal, EO, best music in the biz. That could be debatable. That might be a interesting topic. Yum yums for Raquel, please and thank you. Fair enough. Let me find it. You ask and I will abide.
Yums. Yum yums.
Yeah, I'll even give you the double dose because she very much, Big Mommy Cool, deserves it, and I think she's going to win it. I think they're very much going to get behind Raquel, and I'm glad that they are. She's been a talent. EO rose through. Like, EO's not going to get harmed by losing. Charlotte's not going to get harmed by losing. They are still going to be the talents that they are, and that's going to help make Raquel. Bash, I watched Collision. It was horrible and boring. I don't know. Curtis, what up? Good sports. I got 2 words for you. Viva Raquel. Viva la raza. Capone, what's up? What's up? AW could prolong the cage match by having a STP versus DR single tag and women's match first. That's 3 weeks of TV. Well, the cage match is going to be on pay-per-view. I think you're getting your wires crossed here. Missile drop kick. There's definitely potential that they could fit in some singles matches and they could do this and that. And they could build some anticipation. I think, honestly, at this point, AW feels more and more like it's a pay-per-view company. You show up for the pay-per-views and hope the rest of the week will get, or the rest of the month will get you by. Because they're even pretty much getting at this point to monthly pay-per-views. All right, oh my, no, I'm going to use that, Nick. Fair enough. At this point, I don't even know that I said it, but I even somehow managed to censor myself with it. But no, I'm always good for a sound clip, I think, once a stream. As heel with a boot to Raquel. Again, folks, let me know who you got for this match, whether you got Io, whether you got Raquel. And I'm trying to clip through as many comments as we can, but it's been a minute since I've actually been on a Raw. Everything's been in the middle of the afternoon when I've been at work. Raquel's stomping out Io. That's a provocative ass position and just get caught in. Joseph, KJ and Nick, I'm hearing SummerSlam 2027 is going to be in Tokyo. Could you fucking imagine? Oh, shot on the ring post. Is Raquel bleeding somewhere? Or someone bleeding somewhere? Because Raquel's attire has got blood on it somewhere. But into the announce desk, that's really interesting, especially with all the conversation. Stop the lands on the desk, leg sweep. The conversations with like Yoda Tsuji going at AW, Ospreay raising the flag for him, all of that. So New Japan's very much feels like it's going to be in a flux, and it's going to be interesting to see how much WWE starts to move over there. Oh, nobody home. Dale, I see you. Bernard, what up? Nightmare Queen, Roll Tide, Nair again. Braden, Nick, know that I'm back. Thanks for the botch last name, but I like it. Fair enough. I'm Mancopa, my guy. Trust me, there's still a pronoun spell that I called Propunzel, Propunzel out there. So I'm like I said, I'm good for a sound clip, but I'm good for a botch tonight. Worst MLB team, Kansas City Royals of Toronto. Don't you say that. Don't say that too loud. AJ might be listening. If the Blue Jays is good, the Blue Jays is winnings. That's Io going up top. AW is going to Fox. I don't know. Moonsault. Fox about to buy Tubio. Io wins. What the? All right. So that blows up everything I had planned. Okay. So chaos ensued. Chaos reigned. Io Sky wins with a clean moonsault. Wins clean. No interference. No, the Judgment Day ran in. No, nothing. Just moonsault. Bob's your uncle. 1, 2, 3. I thought they were going to do. So are you going to do who wins this takes on Rhea? Are you going to do Io Charlotte? Winner gets Rhea? And then you do Io or do Liv Raquel outside of the tournament? Where do you go now with this? This is like having the number 1 seed out there and they, lose to the 8th seed kind of and everything. My bracket's busted out here. Pause. Nightmare, I see you unbroken. Again, any names I missed, I apologize, but Boston, I can't wait to see how they book overnight to see if it's consistent with what they've been building him up to be, even though they want us to forget he lost to Saints and NXT. We don't talk about the dark times. But tonight we're getting Charlotte versus Roxanne, but up next we're getting Chad Gable versus Rusev. But yeah, let's not forget though that we, could get Oba versus. We're gonna probably get Oba versus Brock at some point. That ledger is even right now. As they give a reminder and the crowd pops huge for Oba versus Dom. That's gonna be your main event. That will be your main event now. Roman already came back, started the show. If you're not first, you're last. Of Oba versus Dom's going to be your main event. Dead Calm is playing Brooklyn for any NYC folks, Jose and whomever. I think Jose is a Florida guy, but yeah. In respects, I don't know who Dead Calm is, but roll in. I want Io to win. Well, she did win. I know I'm behind. Roderick, what up? I see you. Nick, you like UFC Freedom 250, some wild upsets. The fights were really good. I'm going to say this respectfully, and this is my opinion. This is not the channel's opinion. This is not anybody else's opinion. But Josh Horkett can go fuck himself. I think that was a completely tasteless fucking thing to do and ridiculous. But beyond that, the presentation of the event was a spectacle to behold. It was very the Hunger Games kind of vibe, like Katniss Everdeen kind of shit. A little bit seeing a flyover and an octagon in front of the White House. But overall, the fights were really good. Shout out Gon and Gaethje. Really surprised that can Christ, am I now? I'm gonna blank on his name. I had it right there with me. I was thinking, Pereira. That actually he's about to be in a goddamn movie, which actually doesn't look too bad. Danhausen, but that Pereira was about to be damn almost a triple champ, but kind of got mollywopped. And can Gaethje just work that man over. Wow, Liv Morgan just out here putting all the charm for Danhausen. Even got the merch. EO wins. I don't know how to even make sense of it. AAA is on Fox. Yes. EO wins, qualifies for the ultimate bracket buster. Yeah, she very much. That was. What did he just say? Did he just quote some Lion King at me out there? But now I'm getting the city shots of Baltimore. We go into commercial. Yes, we did have Danhausen live backstage. He went, yeah, she's very much, she busted my bracket pause of, I'm surprised that she won. Of, I didn't have that on my bingo card. Now it really comes down to who wins between Liv and Charlotte. Does Liv win and face EO? Does Charlotte win and face EO? And they battle it out to see who faces Rhea. Now does this open up the potential, like KJ was talking about earlier, of Jay wins and he, I'm supposed to go at Cody, but I'm going at you, Roman, and then you have to buck Jay back in line. There's now, this tournament has actually been done really well because every time you think that they're going to go with the obvious choice, they go with something different, but it's not like complete. It makes complete no sense. Of there's always an angle and a way that you can come out of it that can work, can be a story that you didn't expect them to go with. Respect the stash should be Dom's new catchphrase. Shout out, Bernard. There you go. Dale, I see you. What up? America. Yeah, coming again to save the motherfucking day. Well, and surprisingly, I know KJ and I privately talked about this beforehand. It did have its bumps, but it didn't have major hiccups or go. It pretty much went off without a hitch. Which is actually impressive. And now I'm interested because UFC picked up the tab for that bill. Let's all make that aware. So TKO and the UFC had to pick up the tab for that. So now where do they cost cut? Where do they try and find those ways to make up for that lost revenue? Or did they just did that just one of those, we'll make it up in exposure, in PR?
Yeah, let's be real.
I just asked a question. Speaking of the marketing mind, yes.
No, I did see a lot of this going around about and they did, it was too expensive. Dana said he'll never do it again because it was so pricey. But I do have Charlotte.
The Sphere too as well.
The Sphere is out too. But I mean, they made bank on those advertising. The Dana White Dodge Ram commercial. Holy shit. Like, I've never in my life seen anything more America than last night. Like it was America up the like the
Yes,
really.
but it feels like Team America, World Police, like Idiocracy is becoming more and more a reality than a movie. It's becoming a documentary instead of a movie.
I've never, like in my lifetime, I don't know if I've seen anything that patriotic. Like the video packet and then quotes and little clips of like like other presidents, regardless of what side they're on. Like you know, there was little they went all the way back to Nixon and holy shit.
We
like
even had dun, dun, when it comes crashing down and it hurts. And
I did pop for that. I thought that was ridiculous. I thought the event at times, maybe it was just the vitamins, but I mean, I think that watching the fighters come out through the White House was very like Street Fighter. Like round one fight, like they were going to fight in the lobby. Like, you know, they were.
You know what else has that? That's a dystopian society that has that kind of go on.
I don't know about that, but I mean, that's what it felt like. It felt like I was watching like The Purge. Like there was a relay race happening down the road, and
as they're pointing out how over Danhausen is with
he's
the New
so
York
over
Knicks right now.
So to catch everyone up, if you're just tuning in, Liv asked Danhausen to curse Charlotte. I don't think that's happening though. Charlotte did an interview with Alexa. They definitely plan, or she's planning to win. But you're right. Right now, one of the most over people in all of sports, in all of wrestling, is Danhausen. Look at this shit. Right?
Yeah,
He's got beef with Stephen A.
It's not even wrestling anymore. He is a pop culture icon.
They call her Cardi
Tracy
B.
Morgan, Ben Stiller, Timothy Chalamet. Right. Knows who Danhausen is.
Cardi B, like insane. Not Danhausen's fault.
But that's the thing, is now he is so much part of this story. And I've seen people try and say, well, WWE forced him into that. And, you know, they clearly used their connections to make it happen.
Yeah.
No, this to
even
me,
if they did.
I thought this pretty much actually just happened pretty much organically. Because this started off when this man was cursing Cleveland and all that, when uncursing a whole series ago, and was all of nothing, was a throwaway. And then it gained a little bit of momentum. And then they won again. Yeah. And then they won again. And they won again. And it kept gaining momentum. This wasn't WWE initially said, you know what we're going to do? We're going to get Danhausen over with the NBA Finals. They fell into this.
Even if they did, are you not like, how do you gangbang on them if they made a smart choice that's working? Let's say they did, which they didn't. You're right. Organic as shit. But let's say they had this big plan. Aren't you then admitting, hey, this company's pretty smart because it worked?
Right.
How do you do that in a hateful way? Oh, look at them. They made him do this and it's going well. What? Uh-huh.
Now, speaking of things not going well, John Wick Rollins is on my screen. Did someone? Well, no, he's mad because he lost his dog. He is John Wick. He's mad because he lost his dog was taken away from him.
It's not what you did; it's who you did it to. No, I mean it's crazy, but yeah, I'm really curious where this all plays out. But I like the Brock Seth part of this for sure. It's just been unfortunate because everyone's been such a moving part, and again, by the time we get Seth and Bronson might be back to cause trouble, so we don't know. It's been unfortunate.
You said it best, and that's the best way to kind of describe it. It's been a moving target because this person's got injured, that person's got injured, this part of the story didn't work out, so it's got to go here. So it's been constantly like, all right, you're skeet shooting with this.
100%. Gaethje coming out on top. Yeah, one of the best fights I've seen in a long time, and one of the craziest upsets. At one point, he was a 6-1 underdog.
Quit on the bench. Quit on the bench.
Man, his face was mashed potato. Like he ate so many of those jabs. But
it's crazy to think because that was the Warrior. That was the guy, and then even with Surreal got LA,
big pop.
Did you see Connor going at Roman? With he quote tweeted the picture of Roman showed up at the event. Who?
Yo, I'm looking for. I'm looking forward to him and Holloway, man. Just because, maybe more for Holloway.
I've watched them fight live and in person, and I almost want to try and see live and make sure to see the fucking two, especially at welterweight. They're gonna just slug.
Yeah, I don't think he has it. Well, I mean, he could prove us wrong, but Holloway seems like a much finer tuned athlete right now.
He's been fighting. Connor's been on that con trip.
Mm-hmm. And folks, this is why you tune into this show. We'll talk it all with you. Stay tuned. LA's got a fucking attitude.
Yeah, but this is why I wanted him further in this tournament. Of him could have been out there messing with Pierce. So yeah, you got to fix his in out here. You're an honorary use out there.
Oh, you don't have a solution, so we're gonna do this my way. Yeah. Ooh, what does that mean?
I don't know, but I'm gonna go find my way here.
There you go.
If I can find the things to find my way.
What's up? What's up? How you doing, Chove? I know that's for Nick. There you go.
Yeah, no, shout out the Twitter homie. Of course, right as I'm about to take a pause, he shows up. But yeah, shout out.
Let's go. All right, folks, we got lots coming your way. As right now, you can get yourself a signed ring-worn El Grande Americano mask from the now infamous Mass vs. Mass match. WWE are morons. If they go to Tokyo for SummerSlam, it would be like 3 a.m. It's tough logistically how they're going to do this, Boston. I heard this while I was on my pause. Could I see them going to Japan and doing some stuff? For sure. Do you do it, in an afternoon time? Like, do you try and finagle the time that it's not as bad? I don't know. I don't know what they can do logistically. Major shows on the other. I mean, you got to remember, like when the NHL went there for the Olympics, like went to China and Japan or over to the Far East, they didn't want to participate for the same reason. Like the timing of it all is tough. I mean, it would be epic though. It would really be epic. As we go back to last Monday when Gable being nice, Gable on his apology tour. Back in the back, Chad, big pop for Chad. Crowd tonight's been good, folks. I'm not a fan of the UFC myself, not even like to watch boxing show. Okay, fair enough. I would slap up Jones. Wait, SmackDown commercial free or just the main event? I don't know what you're referring to, sir. Let us know. Raquel's fine. Raquel's still going to have beef with Liv and everything else. I'm surprised, but I love Io, so I can't be mad. Like the idea that Raquel got beat by Io doesn't hurt Raquel, and Io we love. And a lot of people were upset that Io didn't, kind of got pushed out of WrestleMania. So now Io might win the Queen of the Ring as a get back. We can't have it both ways, fans. Maxine, former friend of Chad with Austin Theory tucked in the corner. Dun, dun, dun. Here comes Chad Gable. Is this new music almost sound like Bret the Hitman Hart with lyrics? Cody versus Gunther match this Friday, commercial free. Thank you. Thank you, Dale. Yeah, Sammy, I almost said Guevara. Sami Zayn going to be the special guest referee for that one. How will that go? And will they change the title on a SmackDown? Will they make that choice? Would they do that? But folks, I am putting a poll up as we speak. Chad Gable going to take on, I typed in Sammy because I said Sammy's name, but it will be Chad Gable against Rusev here tonight. I'm going to put my money down on Chad. All right, get your votes in. Get your votes in. I'm digging this song. It's jokes. 1-0, Io Sky. That's great. I'm going to catch up to the chat, I promise. Travis, yes, let's go. Holy shit, KJ thought Raquel was winning. Right? I thought Raquel made sense. But I love Io too much to be mad. But you're right. I mean, I thought the booking was leading another way. You were going to force Liv and Raquel to have a face-off, which would really divide them. Little surprised. Colorado, worst in baseball. The Rockies are rocky. Let's go. Nightmare Queen, I see you. Ridge, how about my Hurricanes? Did you enjoy the NHL Finals? Good final. The Hurricanes were the best team in the playoffs. I mean, ultimately, they run through the first 3 rounds. They get a little bit of pushback, but they kind of had it in control. Anyone see Ridge? I'm sure you saw it, but they gave the cup to old Roddy Brindamore in the dressing room, and he took his shirt off. And that man, when not very often is the coach of a sports team in better shape than the players they coach. And Rob Brindamore is just an absolute beast. But now we're getting a clip for those who might be on commercial break. We're getting a little clip from Stephanie's podcast. Eric Andre and Celebrities Why. I mean, again, I know people get hung up on the celebrity thing, but I don't care because they just beat the shit out of them. But, celebrities have always been around wrestling. I don't know why we're so anti-celebrity now. Right? I don't get it. Here comes Rusev. Danhausen doesn't like women live. Barking up the wrong tree. Oof. Maybe. Justin dismantled Ilya, who was 17-0. And Alex lost to Chama. Yeah, I mean, a lot of the upsets, but no, like, I know I saw some people online of like, what are the odds that not one match went to the judges? Not one fight, sorry. It's funny that way, right? But I thought the fights were good. Even leading up to the main event, I thought they did well. Sugar gets a win, maybe not the most exciting fight, but gets the knockout. Gone. Surprised the shit out of me. So we get the ad for September 6th, Atlanta, Saturday night main event. I think Dom would not even notice, though. I'm not sure what I missed. I love how they integrated Danhausen's into the story feud without actually wrestling, and it works. It does. And every once in a while, he gets a match with, a tag match, a throwaway match, a fun match with, a celebrity, a lower card guy, The Miz, Kit Wilson, that kind of shit, right? It works. It's entertaining. When I was growing up, I was such a big fan of Shane Helms, the Hurricane. I thought the Hurricane gimmick was awesome. And he could be doing something silly with Too Cool, or he could be hanging out with The Rock, which was hilarious. I mean, with Kane, it worked. I like the comedy side of wrestling when it's done right. Now, the whole show shouldn't be wrestling. It shouldn't be wrestling. I'm not WWE. Shouldn't be funny, silly. But there is okay. Like, some fans out there have this idea that, like, the show is just dead serious all the time. And then there's other companies at times that go, too consistent. Like, trying to explain to the fans that there's a difference of having, you don't want the silly shit kind of mixed up with your main event situation. Like, you don't want Danhausen putting a curse on Roman and Roman loses to Jacob. That's, probably not the best way to go. You don't want your world title, to be, to have a hair stipulation. It doesn't make sense. That kind of vibe. But right now we are off and running. Gable is on the not so good end of Rusev at the moment. 80% of the chat taking Gable. Some love for Rusev. I like it. Liv really tried to seduce Hausen. Hausen is a man of great virtue. Back away, hussy. Don't mess with that evil. Your powers don't work here. I mean, if anyone's going to break a spell, it might be Liv Morgan. But, Danhausen having none of it. Beat Dom and Liv. Do Treehouse with Danhausen. It's jokes. I can't wait for McGregor versus Holloway. It's getting intense. Listen, they're going to sell us hard on this fight. McGregor's a great guy at selling us on fights. I'm not saying he doesn't have it, but I don't know. I have less confident in what Connor's bringing to the ring or to the cage than Holloway. Holloway, again, every time you see Holloway, he's just throwing. Even on the nights that, he's taken some L's recently, but he is a beast. And I don't know, man. I hope they go and bang. That's all I'm hoping for with those two. But the build should be good. And Holloway's got such that chill fucking Hawaiian attitude. Listen, brother. Listen. Like, just, he doesn't have time for his shit. There you go. That's for Nick. 2 bones in the bucket. You ride or die with the last real good guy.
Stop, drop, shut him down, open up, shout. Oh,
Ooh.
But no, you telling me the second you the shadow, and then you hear, oh, no, notorious. The second you hear that you're going to be like, this motherfucker could beat anybody.
That's the thing. You get it. You get pulled into it. Like, even last night, seeing, some of the moments where you're like, oh shit. Like, I love, we talk about it. It's such a big part of wrestling. And last night felt like, where people talked about like the breaks in between fights, made me laugh, because it felt like watching WrestleMania, and everyone's like, it's so long. There was like 40 minutes between every fucking fight. But
they had a rain delay, so they had to start an hour later.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really be mad at them for that one, but
yes, you can, because they chose to do it outdoors in front of the fucking White House. Of course, you can be mad at them for that. They chose to do it there.
You can plan a pretty picnic, but you can't predict the weather, my guy. But I mean, the fact that it went off.
I hate that I can't come up with the fucking next verse of that. That's irking the shit out of me.
Forever. Guaranteed WWE going to do a White House event. I said this last night. I said this to the Dutchie. How long before the WWE does? Some shit.
No, because they had a ring set up there and everything, and even a lot of the talent that was there, which surprisingly no one mentioned the other talent that was there during the fan events and everything like that. But they didn't even know what they were getting brought into. Dana, pretty much, I think, speaking for TKO expected a $30 million loss with this event of what they would just be paying. Like, they have to get that and then some to even make even. So they're not going to do this again. Like, they're not going to do the Sphere again. They're not doing this. Was a one-off. This was a spectacle upon spectacle, and it's going to be the only time they ever do it. I'm in commercials, so I don't know.
Okay, so Rusev is just like head bapping, not even head butting, head bapping, just like bumping him with his head into the back of Chad Gable's head, slapping him. Now he's choking him. Rusev all over Chad Gable. Ethan Page at ringside. Let's go.
Nick literally docked points off a TNA pay-per-view because Triller had an issue with the stream. So I'm not shocked he would dock points off of 20 minutes of rain. 20 minutes, an hour? An hour?
Oh, shit.
We're going to need to go back to when I watched what?
I said let him fight.
When it was what? When you had WrestleMania 37 out there and you had Samoa Joe and Michael Cole on ponchos.
Right. I said let him fight. I mean, make it. It was like like football or anything else. So those bad weather games are the fun ones. Let's go. Let them fight. Let them slip and slide.
Yeah, no, that's so unsafe. Well, because that's even Joe Rogan was like, I don't think
let him do it.
Work out well.
It's like
he was more worried about like bugs and think about it. You have all those lights in the middle of summer.
Joe doesn't want to catch some rare disease from some weird bug. He'd be out there podcasting about the cure for it.
I mean, that whole thing was definitely very interesting and a spectacle that will be a one of one.
Listen, all I know is if I was American and I watched that show, it felt uber American, and not just like one group of Americans. It was reaching out to all of Americans saying like, hey, this country is amazing. This country can be great. This country can,
America, about
the people,
America.
I don't understand the people against the idea that America can come together. It seems like some people are very content that it can just.
It's so funny. You had the Knicks that brought everyone together, and then you have UFC 250 that fucking divided everybody.
Yeah, like I don't fully understand the idea, but
We're
it
a
was
broken country.
yeah, it's just unfortunate because like from an outsider perspective, it's just like holy shit, like this is like
We
all like
are the IWC
it
as a country.
yeah, like it looked good. It like everything again. I'm not on a side. I don't give a flying fuck, but it's just like the commercials and the vignettes and these like walkouts that were all
Flyover.
just like, and I mean the flyovers. You're like fuck. Like there had to be a small part of somebody who like yeah fucking hey. Like it's like you had to be a
Well, it's the
little.
same thing with all the like the Dutch take over Dallas, the Scots take
Yeah,
over Boston and everything with the
yeah,
World Cup of so many people getting actually exposed directly, live and direct in full effect to USA culture. And it's holy shit. You do this regularly? This isn't special.
yeah. Oh, boom!
Superplex
Big superplex. McGregor to
straps are
WWE.
down.
Straps are definitely down. WWE to Michigan Big House.
Now we're just gonna do the stadium tours out there. It's gonna
Right,
be it's gonna be like the Winter Classic for the NHL or anything, or
right,
with college football that'll do a game over in Ireland or all that. The
right,
NFL's now going to in Mexico and here, there, and everywhere.
right. It's again the world globalization. As Chad Gable gets the ankle lock. Merkel.
Ethan trying to cause a distraction. Nah, give me a hand. Nah.
I like that they're setting up Ethan Chad. Oh, there goes Chad. No, Gable.
Matcha kick.
Matcha.
How did the ref not see that, by the way?
See what?
1, 2, 3. 2.
Joe, what did he didn't do anything.
Page and Gable?
Did they even make contact?
Yes, they did. He clotheslined him out over the top and everything.
Yeah, but Page didn't hit him, didn't do anything. The big Gable chance. Let's fucking go. Right.
As they're advertising for Fanatics Fest, which Trick Williams, Dan Howison, all front, right, and center there.
Oh, Accolade. No. Night 1 of Triple Mania is September 11th at the Luxor Hotel and Casino in LA. Night 2, September 13th in Mexico City. It's crazy. Friday, and we'll be here for both, folks.
Right. Gable, find out. Trust me, we're already waiting until this weekend where it's going to be not Mania Marathon. Grab the rope. Yeah, you do it.
Reach.
I still wonder, like, catches the foot. I'm very interested to see where they go with babyface Chad Gable.
Right. Book him. The fans want to cheer for him. Angle slam. Let's go.
Ankle lock. That's got to be it. Center of the ring. Tap out instantly.
That's it. That's how you book this guy as a big angle mark. This, like, again, he doesn't look silly. He is here to be serious.
Ethan jumps him.
Page got him. Boo. So what lucha comes out to save him?
Dragon Lee.
He has like 6 options in this.
Booyaka,
booyaka.
In the wheel.
Right.
Did I get it right? Booyaka, booyaka.
Well, half right. Dragon Lee and Ray Ray.
You got to love them peripheral points.
Chad Gable.
Why does Dragon Lee look like fucking Lucha Kung Lao?
Yeah. Oh!
I'm being serious. Of like, when did that become a thing?
What?
Of Dragon Lee, like, do you remember Kung Lao from Mortal Kombat? Yeah. Dragon Lee looks like Lucha Kung Lao with the fucking outfit and attire and everything.
I love the Lucha Kung Lao. Is my favorite thing ever. That's actually better than Dragon Lee as a name. You should run that forever.
Kung Lao.
Lucha Kung Lao.
Now we're going to show the respect. Because Gable returned Ray's mask.
Yeah. Now, what is what they're doing here, folks, for those who don't know, is they're solidifying Chad as a babyface. Unless he kicks one of them in the nuts, then I'm completely wrong.
Just someone boosts him right in the fucking face.
Right? Just there you go. They're getting him over. This is Chad getting the rub. Not Grande, Chad.
Now, how do you feel about Rey Mysterio's GM attire as he's the AAA GM
Right.
and he's out there in his regular casual streetwear?
Right? That's just
Where's
how he
your
rocks.
Ava Rain outrage?
Right? That's why I think we do a mask versus mask, and he has to be the GM with, he lets it go. Let's go.
He looks like he will look like Ava Rain. He'll look like a toddler out there.
So we're in the back with the bloodline. By the way, Roman rocking a new shirt. I know it got mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
Hadouken.
Well, I'm waiting for the Street Fighter merch. Like, honestly, I am excited to go and watch Street Fighter.
So Cody lose the belt to Gunther, and just in time for Street Fighter, you push you push Guile versus Roman. Did we go that way?
Shoryuken.
Sonic
all the
Boom.
tie-ins. Well, I mean, you did Penta with the Mortal Kombats and all that.
Yeah, go get him.
I will respectfully say, even doing what we do, I don't like that. That's something I have to consider is the movie tie-ins of the potential pushes and character arcs and booking of pro wrestling.
Yeah. Oh, but Femi getting ready for his semifinal match. Boston got a good one here as far as I don't know.
That's got to be the main event, though, right? Ola versus Dom.
Yeah, but that makes me think Brock's coming back if it's in the main event spot.
Even if Oba just wins.
Yeah, maybe. I'm not sure how smart it would be to have Gable versus Ethan. I wouldn't want either of them to take a loss right now, but that match would bang hard. Yeah, I do believe that a lot of times with the bookers themselves, I feel like they get worried about like, oh no. But what I think history has taught us, if you have two really good guys, like as far as good at their job, they're in there and they're competitive. If you take an L, but you really ran it to the limit, you'll be okay. If you look like a putz all the time, it's not good. But in this case, like if Ethan and Gable have a really good rivalry and Ethan or Gable ekes it out, it doesn't ruin Ethan. It doesn't ruin Gable. But I get the sentiment. We want them both to win, but to have good matches, someone good has to lose.
Is Carmelo Saints about to prove all of what you just said correct later this week?
Maybe. Yeah. In a way.
Because they're having their match and the winner takes on Trick. So, and that's very much they've gone back and forth. And those are nobody exactly loses in that match, even if you lose, which again, everybody can crucifying the whole statements of like, oh, wins and losses aren't the end all be all in pro wrestling. Oh my God, did you hear that? He is saying that they don't matter at all. No,
right.
It's you can still convey a story when someone loses.
Yeah, like if MJF can lose to Darby in 10 seconds, anybody can lose to anybody ever. But you know what I mean, though, right? Like realistically,
I hate that flashback.
Absolutely. But I mean, I think like we've seen, when you bring in Cross and he's getting rolled up by everybody, that kills the guy because he's not getting a chance to look like he matters. But I think if you're in something that matters, you survive. So I get the sentiment, but we also, the good wrestlers have to fight other good wrestlers or we don't care, right? Like Chad's not going to get over beating up The Miz. We need him to beat up somebody that matters.
Javon Evans gained stuff losing to Penta. That's the thing. That's an example.
I think so. And he's got a bit of an X factor because he's bouncy. That bouncy gets him over.
Ouch.
So you see him bounce, you really like him, and then he loses, and you're like, oh shucks, the poor kid. But then he comes back out and you're like, oh shit, he's bouncy again. And they get happy again. So he has that in his back pocket to a point. Because at some point, the bouncy means nothing if you don't ever win. But being in there with a guy like Penta, the fans love him. You get to see him do his shit and look good doing it. The loss doesn't really hurt that much.
Oh, absolutely.
Right?
I watched Ava dress like she was part of the Godfather's whole train for years on NXT. I don't give a how Ray dresses. No, she wasn't dressing like that. She was just, no, it's ladies' night. And I
Right.
feel all right.
No, I appreciate this totally from fucking Boston out there. That is exactly how I feel. I'm like, yeah, wait a minute.
I don't
Well,
think so.
and I think it's kind of telling even how you felt and how she probably even felt about it. Of she left and like, I'm done with wrestling. Like, nah,
Yeah.
you can have that. That even what I'm mad at. Of I'm moving all the way away from that.
Yeah. I mean, and it's not for everybody. Like, I mean, it wasn't, like Jasmine Nix. It wasn't her thing. Like, she tried it and she was like,
No, she's fucking punching air right now, looking at me and Reed.
But not if she didn't like maybe a little, but at the same time, she didn't like it. She didn't want to do
What
it.
is Jasmine Nix doing right now?
No one knows.
Mandy Rose and Lacey Evans talk so much about. Oh, well, we could be coming back and doing this. Nah, you just are trying to see if they'll can catch along to go along with you. They don't want you.
Right.
Oh my God, a Butler must be in the new contract. What?
Yeah. Oh, Sugar Sheed.
From Zuffa Boxing.
Balking is probably more accurate.
Yeah, they're balking on that. Well, they very much were balking on if Tyson Fury's sign with Zuffa Boxing or not.
Oh, but Braun Breaker.
He's just hard as fuck. He's just got to be flexing all the time in a hoodie backstage. He is constantly pissed.
Wow. Yeah, I get that, Boston. I really do. I think Boston's big concern is accurate, and I kind of was hard on the Ciampa situation, but you just don't want it to be like that. Like, oh my God, he's amazing. Oh my God, he doesn't matter. Oh my God, he's kind of cool. Oh, again, he doesn't matter. The stop and start is like, if you keep whatever Ethan or whoever's doing gradual and consistent, I think sometimes the booking, like with a Ciampa, was just too jerky. Like in belt, no belt, back at it.
It's
no
the stop and start, like not even just in the Ethan exclusive kind of worry or anything. Like it's
anybody
a consistent WWE issue.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like here's your big challenge. How do you keep Oba cool for 5 years? How do you keep Braun Breaker relevant for the next? Like these guys that are getting Javon Evans, like the guys that are getting super over right now.
Right.
You got to book that in a way that you don't lose it. So Night of Champions, Steel Cage
match announced: Seth Rollins versus Braun Breaker
on ESPN. Makes me nervous.
Now, well, how do you feel? I know it's different for you being the Canadian of the group and everything, but of having certain matches on ESPN on free TV, quote you. But yeah.
I mean, again, I understand why they're doing it in the platform and it's so big and da-da-da. What kind of came out of the last pay-per-view, and I'm going to keep an eye on it, this pay-per-view. They seem to be booking 2 matches per show to go on to the pre-show, quote unquote. Mm-hmm. What I felt like Cody and Gunther rushed. You only have so many minutes in that hour. You have to get in all the advertising. You got to get in all the pitches. So Cody Gunther felt like a shit match. I think we can both agree, like not like the match itself, but it felt incomplete.
It should have been.
Yeah. So my fear is you're putting good matches on the pre-show. Like you're going to do Braun and Seth on ESPN. You give them 45 minutes. Let it be the whole pre-show. Like don't the rushed aspect of it concerns me. And then realistically, you are asking people to flip over an app for 3 matches. Like,
but also though, honestly, and maybe this is more of like a WrestleMania even thing, because think about it, we had the whole Brock Oba thing was on ESPN in the biggest landscape, in the biggest viewership it's ever had. But if you know it's going to be in an app, like even say with last night, I know it's on Paramount Plus. I'm going to go to Paramount Plus to start watching it and just see where it takes me and everything. You're going to start in the app and go from there. You're not watching it on cable and then, I got to switch over. I got to buy it.
Right.
I don't think that audience is really there. that's buying it because of what's happening on ESPN.
Yeah, essentially, I would. I mean, it kind of feels that way for in a big way. This LA Knight's laying down.
Lay down.
It's super over, dude. Like the pop is huge. Whatever happened to the Taco Bell dog? Ended up in the taco. Duh. What do you mean?
What about the fucking Quiznos creatures? Anyone remember those?
Man, I miss Quiznos. I haven't had Quiznos in a long time.
Remember when you couldn't skip advertisements, and now so you just have an analog history of advertisements in your brain?
Mm-hmm.
That's why we hate. That's why we'll pay the extra fee for no ads now, because I've got the catalog.
And more now, it's getting back to what it was. So it's so bullshit. But yeah, we got jingles stuck in our head. We sing jingles. Like there's jingles that we walk around singing like songs, like they were the hits.
800 588 Empire.
Jokes. Bring back the Taco Bell dog. No kilo Taco Bell.
Oh. But no, LA Knight, and this is
back to LA.
I'm glad to see that the responses translated from the European shows, the international shows, to the U.S. audience.
Crowd's been good tonight.
They're carrying the momentum.
Yeah, big pop, big cheer for Roman. Big pop, big cheer for LA. Fatu getting chanted. Like they've been into quite a bit. I think we've gotten 2 really good matches here tonight. Raw's gone quick and it's moving fast, and I like it.
Raw has been the best WWE show of 2026.
I think it's like out of the big ones, I think it's been the best weekly show of the year.
I just think out of all of them.
But not to spoil the upcoming soon, the Half-Lifeies.
The Golden Cages.
Golden Cages. I didn't return home a champion or a king. LA Knight cost Jey Uso. I think so. I think that's what they're setting up, Damien. I really do. I think we're going to get LAJ before we get Roman. And maybe this is a chance because the fans love LA, that where Roman and Jacob and the Usos can really kick the shit out of LA and get some real good heat. How do you
think they feel about LA Knight going on like Chris Van Fleet and saying, I feel like I've been underappreciated in pro wrestling? And, then turns around and follows up with mother, noise, 1, 2, and just goes on a tirade of how can I say as many curse words in the next 5 minutes as I can. But is that kind of stuff plus what's happening in ring becoming more and more of, well, we're not going to get behind you because you're giving us every reason not to?
Yes and no, but you still got to do what's best for business in a sense. You really got to make things pay off in the ring if he's out there saying stuff like that. But I also don't think they're shocked to hear that. Oh, did you hear LA said he feels underappreciated? No, like I'm sure he said it. So I think, there's a line, but you want to be open. You want to be honest. You want your fan base to, now it's Jimmy.
He's been the sensible one. I think kayfabe has gone the full ribbon effect.
Yeah.
And it started off like it's now gone back to this point to where so many people like Will Ospreay and Yota Tsuji were going out because of New Japan and everything. The same way LA Knight's dropping bars of how he's booked and everything.
The suggested boycott of Forbidden Door is just a work.
It could be, honestly. I think it's one of those. It's a way to get people engaged, and it's a way to work over kayfabe. Like there were so many people that even looked at Ospreay's response and saying this is clearly in kayfabe and him trying to work a story.
But Ospreay's not going to fight Yota Sushi at Forbidden Door, right? Like that's not a thing. So why pick that fight?
But if this didn't happen, who would be talking about Forbidden Door?
I mean, that's a very good question.
Exactly. I think that's part of. I think we've gone full circle with this to where people want to know so much that the wrestlers and companies know this, so they'll leak out fucking bullshit and act like it's legit when it's completely fucking kayfabe.
All right, boo. I don't know who you're booing, Bernard. The name is Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes. Cody's not even here, bro.
We're gangbanging on Cody when he's not even involved.
What do you say? Fuck me for? Taco Mark. What up, buddy?
Wow.
Cody. Joe, how you doing? Ha ha ha.
It's interesting. Jimmy's trying to be kind of the reasonable voice to LA of like, no, you don't want to bark up this tree. Did you not just see what we did to Eric Andre just for fun?
No. I got a dap. But oh no.
No, as I got Jey Uso coming up right now.
Jay, the wild man. The dude with a bad attitude. He went from like kissing the babies to like, fuck all y'all.
But that's good. Well, he's, stop, shut him down, open up, shop. He's going to be the guy that like takes on an LA Knight. That's going to be a match. That could be a match just on SummerSlam.
LA is going to cost Jay, the King of the Ring. And
he's doing the whole sideways walk around his brother.
I like it, dude. And I know Paul's saying here, like, LA is going nowhere, but the reaction, Paul, like, the fans really want this guy to do something. So at what point do you listen and go, fuck it? So maybe this is the start of him going somewhere, and at least it's with important people? I'm not even refuting you. It's more a question. Run it back. They're going to
have this man run it back.
I don't think he should.
Oh, let me talk to you.
Let me talk to you.
Yeah.
I'm glad Jay didn't run it back. And again, another little sign of we're changing. We're not.
Heel tendencies. But is this the slow build to you make LA your anti-authority? He's going at your general manager. He's going at the top dog. He's going at the whole family. He's Stone Cold Steve Austin. What? Yeah.
If you want to have a good villain, you need a good hero. And the fans are behind LA. A lot of fans out there feel like LA's never gotten a fair shake for whatever reason.
But is it fair to think that, is it fair for people to think that fans will fade? Because they have.
Oh, for sure.
Before. With Karrion Kross, with the Wyatt Six that just got released and everything. Fans have been fickle, but the fans have been steadfast with LA Knight.
But if Triple H truly wanted to get rid of the fan love and support for LA Knight, give him the belt. Fans will turn on him the next day. The minute LA Knight, we know this. We know this.
I fucking hate it.
Let's give him the fucking belt. Then they'll start booing him, and you're like, we got to take the belt back. Sorry, I don't like you anymore. Right? Like Jey Uso, same thing. Like, man, we love Jay. Now he can't even punch. Cornette said he doesn't know what he's doing.
He can't throw a super kick to save his life.
Like, what the fuck?
He's gassed all the time, and which he actually is. He was. Get your window boost. From a habitual smoker, get your window boost.
Right?
See, that's the thing is LA eats everybody except for maybe Roman or Jacob alive on a promo. Like, Jay's there and can yada 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 yada. But LA is gonna fucking just demolish him and just dog walk him. Punch in the face. It's already underway.
I acknowledge you can kiss my ass.
Oh, double leg.
Oh, double leg.
See, but this is I'm not going to hit a fucking super kick and just
Jimmy's going to kick him in the face
and everything. This is how it will really be
in
your life.
Down goes LA. Eats the boot to the side of the head.
Oh, Jay's got a chair. And Jimmy is saying, you made me do it. No.
I fucking warned you.
Yeah, no, it's one of those. You ever been that with your homies and everything like that? If you keep running your goddamn mouth, I'm going to swing. And you kept running your goddamn mouth.
Well, we've all been there. We were like, we told you to just stop. But LA don't give a shit. And there you go. Jimmy eats a chair. Jay eats a chair.
Jacob! Tongan!
And the crowd goes wild. Like, the crowd's cheering for fucking everything. They want to run back the E.
They haven't had it in a minute.
They want all of it. Jacob,
more.
far too.
Yeah, but see now, this is 100% Jay. Sit your bitch ass down. You shut up now, because Jacob very much clearly established, I'm out there for y'all. I sat there and, took one for the team with this.
Jacob saying, I'm tired of fucking around, essentially.
Yeah, but I know you had talked about before of Jay was very much one of those, the malcontent of was, oh, is he really with us, all of that? And I think they solidified it right there of, with Jacob, I'm going to be the one that ends this situation.
Mm-hmm. But Jacob's doing his thing. The bloodline is united. How is LA Knight or anybody going to get near them, Nick? How is Roman ever going to be in jeopardy?
What is that? What makes this special? What kind of revitalizes the whole bloodline thing of Roman's a bit back on that ivory tower of who's now going to put the king in check, especially when you've got Jacob out there that is the weapon of mass destruction.
Yeah.
Now he's out there. He's got the buttons. He's got his hand on the button, does Roman, and he can send Jacob after anybody.
Pretty much. And, Roman feels like Skeletor in a way. And, I mean, the fans
are watched the last.
I haven't seen it yet.
Movie.
I haven't seen it yet. I want to, though. Just out of curiosity and nostalgia. But Pierce is trying to tell LA Knight to calm down. The crowd is quiet as LA Knight's hurt, helped out by the referees. So, again, the fans love LA. Like, a big chunk of the fans are behind them. And that, to me, is what we're happening.
Right. I would pay $500 to watch Jacob twerk. Will you do $250 and I'll twerk? Do something strange for a little piece of change?
Right.
We'll be twerking on and out there. But no, I think now having Jacob is the advanced version of having Solo there. As Solo was initially the enforcer, now Jacob is the hitman, the weapons of mass destruction that you can just throw out there at anybody. And even with this of him ending the whole situation, he shows to Jay and Jimmy, yeah, no, I'm actually down for the cause. Like, I know you had your skepticisms, but I'm real with it.
Well, I mean, in the behavior that we're seeing from Jacob, very heelish, but at the same time, Jacob's still a man of his word. It was a level of reluctance to it. But he is, he's loyal, and he said, if you beat me, I'll bend the knee, and that's what he's done. So he's staying true to his word until they push him another way. And what it has done is, to me, Jacob being back in this story the way it is now, there's a vibe to it. There's an energy to it. And I know I know some mixed reviews on LA Knight, but this is a guy that's long overdue for an opportunity. The question does become, though, do we believe he could threaten the tribal chief?
Is this a situation of I want it now and I want it all of it? You don't want to let this simmer saute or anything out there.
Yeah.
Well, no, because even if we're still developing of LA might be a thing, we're still, reevaluating the whole situation with Jacobs now in this bloodline. What's Jay doing? Jay's still in the tournament. There are different avenues that you can go with this. So are we expecting an early outcome when we really can get this for 5 rounds?
Yeah, like it's the Paul Heyman thing, right? Like, we're not here just to play one inning. We want to stretch this out 9. Like, we got a long-term plan.
We're going into overtime.
Yeah, and I think we saw it in the past with, like, the bloodline of, like, bloodline would do a bunch of stuff, and then it would go kind of quiet, and people were like, is the bloodline over? And then it would, like, spark back up again, and it would go on a run. And then it'd get quiet again. And people, is it over now? And then it would come back again and just keep fucking rolling, keep rolling. And then there was always, like, new things that, like, Sami Zayn. Like, all of a sudden, there's new life in it. And then it got cold again, and now Jacob being involved, LA being involved, a new attitude, kind of going back to more of the heelish attitude. Does it change the perspective? But it doesn't feel, for me, they're just running back the old same shit again. This feels cool. It feels like your top guys being top guys. It's like saying, oh, fuck, they really got the 4 horsemen here again? Yeah, motherfucker. Why? Who else will
it's at least, the Funkmaster Flex cut or something like that and everything.
Right. Oh, now Jimmy
So
and
you got
Jay
the
are
Usos arguing. Give him 100, but that's the thing, and I'll ask it to you, ask it to the chat and everything before I bow out for a minute here. Yes, it is still the bloodline, but it is definitely very much in a different chapter in the story. Like, it is not revisionist history out here.
Yeah, not at all. I don't think we're trying to run it back. I don't think we're trying to do the same thing. As we're getting NXT Origin Alexa Bliss.
I'll let you enjoy that. I'll be back, sir.
Let's go. As we are going back to the beginning of Little Miss Bliss. But yeah, like Nick said, I mean, to me, I'm not getting, me personally. Now, if you out there disagree with me, I don't fault you for it. I don't believe you're wrong. I don't feel like this is, oh my God, the bloodline again. I'm kind of into where this is going. I'm into Jacob Vatu. Obviously a big fan of what he can do and what he does bring to the table. And you guys ultimately got to remember that long term, they're thinking long term. They're thinking down the road. So if you give Jacob the title at his first chance at Roman, then it's all kind of but done. Yeah, Roman can get it back and da-da-da. But maybe we can pull this longer. And you got to remember, this is about storytelling. This is about filling up a calendar full of events. So sometimes they get it wrong. Sometimes it doesn't pay off. But I don't feel like this is nothing. Like I'm very much enjoying whatever this dynamic is at the moment. So here comes Charlotte with Alexa, as Charlotte will take on Roxanne Perez. The Queen is in the building. OG Dale, this one's for you, buddy. Shout out. Let's go.
Yum yums.
And one for Alexa. There we go. We're going to double down. I feel like for the past 2 years, we've been begging for the night to win the Money Bank. I've lost hope. And I mean, is there a way to, do you reignite that hope? Like at this point, I completely agree with you, Boston. Like, I don't believe that LA Knight's going to get through the bloodline and beat Roman Reigns and become world champion. I don't believe it. Now, if they can tell that story in a way that I'm in disbelief as it happens, great. But I don't know if they're going to do it. So I think I'm kind of in the boat with you where, all right, every time I think he might, he doesn't, is now the time. I don't know. So the winner of this match, and I will put a poll up. I meant to do that, but I got sidetracked. Who wins between Charlotte? Sharuka, if you will. Now I was going to say that this is for the Queen of the Ring, but it's not. This is just a side little match. Now, Liv did not come out with Raquel, but she did come out with Roxanne. Can anyone out there tell me if Raquel had told her not to come out to the ring? All right, there's Monday Night Raw. So we're going to have a match on Friday, not tonight, Friday, because we're Raw guys. So we're going to wrestle on Friday. Yeah, I mean, I feel like brand loyalty only matters when people are signing contracts to change teams. It's a weird, loose thing. Like, do we ever get another draft and reset the landscape? But does it matter? Every time they do a draft, Nick and I have argued more than once about, like, this is the year they do the draft and they get it right. Like, they're gonna stick to it, and they never do. They never do. I mean, I don't fault them for trying to sell tickets for Friday. But that being said, I mean, I get your point. Kiss me. Oh, wait, no. Kiss your ass. Kiss your own ass. Why? You know, Knight and Jay having a match would probably be one of the worst things I've ever seen. They both get gassed. They both aren't that good. That's a scary endeavor, and I think that is one of the things that has held LA Knight back. Is I think that in moments he's had opportunities, and there's been mishaps or slip ups or things haven't gone quite so well. So JLA, I think that's what they're building. If from what we see, it seems like that's what they're building. As Jay is going to be one of the first stops on this Go Get Roman tour, but you're right. It could be a mess. It really could be a mess. Are they gonna beat Jay because Jacob not gonna interfere because he don't like Jay, hence the breakup because the oops. But yeah, maybe Willie, maybe. But I do notice that they are getting, again, Jacob's trying to stand on business, save their ass here tonight. Gave him a bit of pep talk in the back. It could be a case of Jacob tries to help and botches the help. But it seems like Jacob's very much down for the crown right now. Jimmy, yeah, just boop. Am I that far behind? Let me catch up. We talk too much. Why 2 p.m.? Where are they going now? Next Monday, they're in O2. They're in London. So, yeah, listen, I'm not the travel agent for the WWE or the scheduler. It does seem a little interesting that you went on a 2-week European tour, come back to the States for 3 shows, and then go back to England on your way to Saudi Arabia. I don't quite get why you would do it that way. But yes, next Monday we will be here live at 2 p.m. The following Monday, I think we're going live I think the show's on at 6. I know Nick has the answer. Let me see if I can find it. Someone say it in the chat so I don't have to look it up while I'm live. Oh, wait. Might have found it. Where is it? Who's going to say it? No one helping me out at all. All right. Let's see. On the 29th, Atlanta City, the show will be at 6 p.m. We will be live at 5:30. Hi.
Yeah, I tried to make
Just
it back
in
in time. I heard my name was called, and the bat say no. And sorry, the fucking bat spandex stuck together a little bit.
Right.
But yes, no. Fucking Zodiac gimmick out there. Yes, no. But the show right before Night of Champions will be going live at 6:00 Eastern Standard Time, because they are doing these SmackDown tapings right afterwards before they fly over.
I wonder if NXT next week will be a pre-tape, because they've done that before because part of the crew goes with them, but they've also not done it. So
I don't think they care.
I don't know if it will happen, but yeah, so we're live at 5:30 next Monday. We're live at 1:30. The Monday after, maybe 1:45. The Monday after, we're on at 5:30, and then everything else should be pretty normal. Saudi Arabia show, we go live at 11 a.m. So make sure you hit the little bell. If you can hear my voice right now, click the bell. All it will do is when we go live or we post something new, it will send you a ding. It's not a big deal. We'll just be, dinging in your pocket. Pause. But click the bell so you don't miss anything, guys and girls.
I want you to play with my ding-a-ling-a-ling. My ding-a-ling. My ding-a-ling. Damien, what up? Yeah, I know. Reel it in, but you guys are classic. We're Statler and Waldorf. We're Siskel and Ebert out here.
We are classic, man.
We're very much what's been missing in just, I think, in general, as far as viewing anything. If you see everybody that's just one person and, they overselling the shock face to the react and everything like that. But you and I will sit there and go back and forth and have either agreeing opinions or differing opinions on this, that, and the third, and willing to actually discuss it and have it out as to in real time of what's the issues.
150%. And I do apologize because people are saying a Tuesday SmackDown. No, I don't believe that's aired. Like, I don't think a Tuesday show's live, guys. I could be wrong.
That would I've heard that, and I think that might be if they're going to air it taped. But they would be recording it after Raw. Like, it's very much they might air it on the Tuesday afterwards, and that's where you can maybe
from my record
move or anything like that. But yeah, it's going to be taped.
Yeah, I just think we're getting a Friday tape show.
I don't know if it's airing on Friday. Christ, every time sometimes they'll say when they're going to tape it, and then it'll be, I get misconstrued of that's when they're going to air it. Yeah.
Right. We've had some issues as of in 2026 with who's, where, and what, when, why, and how.
What platform are you on right now? Do I need to renew my Peacock subscription so I can watch Sunday Night Heat?
Why are you making it so hard for me to watch you?
Yeah. You just do you not love me? You don't want me to be around you?
Help me help you.
Help me to help you. Help me to help you. As Liv's trying to help Roxanne, but very much working over Charlotte Flair right now. Pulling at the arm.
Right. Let me see.
Have you bought any spot? And this goes to you and the chat, and I want to know personally.
Yeah.
Have you bought any sponsor just because they're now a WWE, or because you see it more like a Slim Jim? You didn't get the Cody Rhodes drumsticks?
No, I can't say directly anything has influenced me, at least, maybe subconsciously, but no. As Charlotte just no-sells the chops from Roxanne, just pissed right off that she even thought about doing it.
Oh, we're getting a strut, though.
Seem weird that Liv comes out with Roxanne but doesn't come out with Raquel?
But that's why I thought Raquel was going to win, and we could have told that whole Batista storyline. And now with
maybe
Io
the other side's
winning,
doing the Batista.
It's got to be what? Io versus Charlotte of who loves Rhea more?
Well, I mean, there is history there, so that'll be interesting. As Alexa Bliss gets run into the post by Liv, I'd be down for Liv versus Alexa Bliss. Oh, Roxy caught.
Follow slam.
Oh, Charlotte's ridiculous. So according to
this is where I'm saying to where Charlotte works solo as an individual babyface. She's grown past this. She's not in that hate vortex that Jade Cargill's in right now.
Right.
To where everybody hates Charlotte just to hate Charlotte.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just to verify with the chat. So yeah, the 19th, where they're at 8 p.m. Live event like normal for SmackDown. On the 26th, it is a tape show, and the 3rd is a tape show as well. So we will be here live at normal time as they are just pre-recording 2 shows, July 3rd for July 4th weekend. So I'm assuming they got that off as well.
Yeah, and again, to me, I see no issue with it if it's very much they are human beings. Much like the CM Punk. Where's all the outrage for Hangman Adam Page like he got for CM Punk if he just disappeared too?
Right, but Hangman's always done this. As long as
storyline.
As long as we've watched Hangman in AEW, he goes on a run, he gets involved in a belt, he goes away. He gets on a run, goes after a belt, goes away. He always seems to go away for 6-7 months every time he takes an L. It's like he's ashamed.
Yeah, but now he just lost to where he can never challenge again. So it would make sense of now.
That's why it's like,
where did everybody crash out with Monet?
Right. Well, the whole Monet thing is crazy to me because she just comes on back in, and here she is in the Owen. I don't even think she needs to be in the Owen. She's supposed to be bigger than the Owen.
Roxanne needs to learn how to throw punches better, honestly.
You think so?
She constantly is just like your bratty little sister that's like trying to beat up her stuffed animal kind of shit.
Oh, shit.
Alexa
eats Matt. Alexa
rolls the pen.
Oh, this is sloppy, but we got there.
No awkward 1, 2 count.
Oh,
Thank God, at least you got out of whatever that was.
Just clunky all around. The rat, like Jess, no offense, Jess, but every part of that was just clunky. And if
Is
they
Jeff
ended on that,
honestly probably your best ref right now?
oh shit, what a reversal!
You're 8.
I think this is a hard match.
Bridge.
Figure 8. So JD's taking all the L's tonight, bro. Look, there you go.
So then does Oba just smash around Dom? Or do you set up all the L's before you get the triumphant victory?
I don't know, but I think now Liv's going to eat an L.
Is Liv wrestling tonight?
Not tonight, but she is in the semis.
Well, we still got the Femmies out here to show up for the main event here.
For sure. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, people. Hit the buttons, hit the reaction buttons. Comment on our videos when we're not on live. It helps our algorithm. We are growing. We're chipping away to 11K. And we got the sky's the limits. We appreciate all the love. We got so much coming your way. Again, be a friend, tell a friend. Legitimately means the world if you spread the word for us. We appreciate it.
Absolutely. And when you do all the extra stuff after the streams, I know I appreciate everybody blowing up the chat during the stream, but when you do the extra stuff after the stream, it just is that extra little honey dip, double dip on the algorithm out there.
Right.
Are you trying to confuse people here, Boston? What did Boston? I don't even know what Boston was trying to say. This match sucks. Beep this sugar honey iced tea.
It was not a great match. Nick pointed out the sloppy punching. I don't know if like long, tall Flair was struggling with like little rocks at times. Like they just didn't coordinate. The moves didn't look good. That whole sequence.
Tarantula out there. Like again, puppet master. Right? Someone work the arms. Someone work the arms.
When you go to bend her in half, but realize you're trying to bend her at her feet. Like,
why, when you said that,
politely
bender from Futurama,
right? As Ethan and Rusev are back during the commercial break.
Oh, I got Moana real time out here, but yeah, you're good, my sir. As I'm in commercial break out here.
I think the matches and the show has been good. I think the matches were good. That was a blemish. That's that's not going to sit well with the Russian judge. We'll put it that way.
Well, it's interesting when the Fatal 4-Way that we just had last week was probably one of the best matches of SmackDown out there. And Lyra, your dark horse candidate, was kind of almost the MVP.
Again, this is the thing about Lyra, and she might not be the most boisterous.
Shows up in the playoffs, but can't do shit in the regular season.
She's that third line grinder out there burying winners. Like she just can't help it. She shows up in the clutch, my guy. She might not be all glitz and all glamour, but she get the fucking job done every time.
Shout out Bailey, happy birthday to her. Yeah. We run the same age, so I mean, Pamela. Anti-Pam, but I know you're about to take a pause because I'm in a commercial advertising Saturday night, soon to be Sunday night's main event.
It's the funniest shit.
Sunday Night Hate.
Listen, man, I don't know. You were the first person that mentioned it to me, so I'm giving you credit. But you were the first person to look at me and go, "Why did they just do Sunday Night Hate?" And I was like, "Fucking hell!" Like, why did I even think that?
I used to love Sunday Night Hate. Used to be the shit.
From a marketing standpoint, that's way better than Sunday Night Main Event.
Way to the nostalgia instead of we just etch it out. Of Saturday Night Main Event isn't really doing that well.
Right. As we get a Punk package.
But wait, I heard he's leaving the company as he's advertised for the Fanatic Fest and everything, and already specially advertised to show up for SummerSlam in Chicago and everything. But he's leaving, right? He's mad.
Yeah, he hates everybody. He's difficult to work with. He's a cancer. He's already upset everybody in the building. We're never going to see him again. That's it.
He's building bridges back with AEW.
Yeah. I saw two guys talking about that, like two podcasters, like having that discussion of like the road to bringing Punk back to AEW.
Well, did you see Jack Perry just sat there and threw out an image of a burnt bridge and just kind of said, "Fuck it." Jack Perry is over. This man, respectfully, he's honest as shit. I get he's in a reworking his contract, but I'm a fan.
Oh, shit. I forgot about this one. All right. I'll be right back quickly.
No, you're good. If this is happening tonight, I thought this was happening on SmackDown.
That's happening now? Oh,
I
no,
don't know. I got Javon.
Javon's just here to talk? Are they giving them promo?
I don't know. You go figure it out. You got time to kill.
I'll be back.
You go see, and then we'll see if, you know, this ends up OC as Jackie Redmond out here. But, yeah. I bought an ice cream drumstick at my work job place. They had a picture of the WWE title belt on it front. So you got them Cody ones. Actually, fun fact, completely off the cuff, so Javon's cutting a promo straight into the camera here. So this is promo time for SmackDown. But I actually found at the grocery store by me ice cream fried chicken. And I know what you're probably thinking, but it is basically with an ice cream cone kind of shell that's like the breading on a fried chicken with vanilla ice cream and chocolate bones on the inside as Jey Uso coming out. But yes, I'm excited to try it. Welcome to Deep Thoughts by Jack Handy. As Logan can torn tricep and all out here. Austin Theory out here. I thought this was about to be Jay because I just heard the yell, but the Vision's still getting involved out here. Can we just, I know, and perfect timing that this happens as KJ's on a pause, but can we just fucking end the Vision? Just put Heyman and Breaker together. I'm not even fully saying get rid of Austin Theory, but this ain't you now fucked up the timeline so much with so many people injured and everything. And I'm not even going at whether Logan's a great character or not, but the man's getting out here with a goddamn bionic arm. You got true talent. I've said it since day one. This works in a mid card, but the Vision isn't supposed to be mid card. You know what? Screw it. I hate to go with the narrative of I hate factions because I think a lot of the current factions have been there for too long and really need to kind of die out and end out. That's what I wanted with Raquel to kind of blow up the Judgment Day. I hope the Vision blows up. I'm over the Death Riders. Dark State's very much already on the, that trajectory of some of these factions have just been on for too long. It's a miracle. He's healed. Nick said chicken ice cream. Yes, I'm kind of live, so I can't go into the freezer and get it. But yeah, no. It's interesting. It's one of those of, Javon stands up to Logan. But yeah, no, it's very much one of those of, they get all clever with that. Bernard, Logan Paul versus Javon is a great flip. Yeah, I can't wait to see them basically do the same match of Logan versus Ricochet. I can't wait to see the crossbody clothesline in the middle of the ring spot again. So, is Logan trying to force Javon into the Vision? We're adding new members by hook or by crook. We're forcing them in out there. Now you're either in or you're gonna get jumped in. Austin Theory is circling up like he's about to do something. We're not asking you, we're telling you. So again, we're forcing people into the Vision, and now he just happened to have it. Hey, that's a smoother transition than Andrade or OC getting out of their pants in a ring attire. So we're about to start into a match right now to prove if Javon's in the Vision or not. So Austin Theory versus Javon about to pop off to see if Javon is in the Vision, which he denied being a part of and doesn't want to join. So now the Vision's just a cult, a gang of it's now You're in it whether we say it or whether you like it or not. Hashtag stop hating. Hashtag more hating. How about that? This is Javon, NWO, DDP, Vision Moment. What? Shut up, Paul. Nick is a funny dude. I try to be. Trust me, it's actually more often than not unintentional. Not intentional. Trust me. There's more times I'm annoying than funny. Yes. As I'm getting an ad for, again, we're getting a Jackass movie in the year of our Lord 2026, but we still want to gangbang over Danhausen and all of that. The Knicks won the NBA Finals, and the Knicks are NBA champions. New York City has a championship right now. Spike Lee is a champion, but we want to gangbang over all of this. Hype up for now. How do you feel if you're UFC of you got Pereira in the advertisement for their new UFC game, and he's about to be the fucking goddamn Predator, basically, in a new movie coming out here. After he just gets mollywopped by a gun, but drop the leg, bring the juice, as I'm in commercial breakout here. He's gearing up for Doritos and peanut butter. Who? What? Ew. Oh. No. Oh. Hand of God, confession time. Here, see your time. I'm not a peanut butter and jelly guy. I would very much actually just a regular straight up peanut butter sandwich than peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly with a baseball hat. Nah, Javon got out of his pants. Yeah, exactly. He had that plan on a quick time. No Paul Heyman today. What? Well, we haven't seen. Wait to see if we could get Heyman later tonight. It is interesting that the Vision kind of shows up out here. No Braun, no Heyman. Sans the peripherals. I've been on a jacket. I started rewatching one of the movies the other day, me and the missus. Like when the first time we saw the trailer, like, hey, this is coming up. And respectfully, now knowing like how much that physically hurts, like watching it a bit older and everything, like I don't know if I enjoy this because I know how much that really fucking hurts and everything. I don't know if I'm cool with watching, people just jump into trees right now. Oh, Hurricanrana. Evans for the win. Yes, folks, let me know who you got for this impromptu match out here of Austin Theory versus Javon Evans. Boston, where did you get the correlation of Danhausen and Jackass? Where did those wires connect in your brain? Comic relief, mascots, funny. Yeah, there's at least 3 different ways probably where those synapses connected. And trust me, we just had a whole stream about explaining how I don't even understand how my brain connects. So you expecting me to answer your question of how the synapses connect? I don't know. They just do the things they do. I'm just here for the ride. Javon to win tonight. Yeah, I believe so. Well, and it feels very weird of like, no, you're part of the Vision. No, I'm not. Yes, you are. Yeah, no. The Vision needs to end. I can see clearly now the Vision is gone. Old Rose through, nobody home. Old dropped hold in a ring post. But even adding, like, who could you add to the Vision right now that would help keep this thing afloat, that would really revitalize what's going on with it? That's the thing, is I think the ship's already sailed, and now you just got to deal with what's out there. Are you telling us you did jackass stunts? Who didn't? Honestly, everybody that was born from the late 80s to the early 2000s, tried to think that they were a skateboarder at one point, that they were going to become a pro skateboarder, or at least BMX, rollerblade, something, that they were going to become a pro athlete in one way or another. Most of the time it was going to be because of extreme sports, which was the new hot wave of, that's when the X Games was at its peak popularity. And also everyone did the thing of, let me even jump off of this building, even if it's 5 feet up or whatever, and see, I'm doing jackass. Like, doing jackass, pause, was a thing of throwing yourself into bushes or jumping off of this, or, hey, let me see if I can do this off of a trampoline or whatever. Everybody was trying to do all that. This shows you the millennials were very much trying to take themselves out earlier. We still getting fireflies. Come, my baby, sugar, honey. Well, it's that, or it's, I can't believe your eyes with 10 million fireflies. No, we're not even going to advocate for any of that. I had a fight yesterday. I hit this guy mad hard. Well, there you go, Sam. You hit him bad. You beat him down. Pause. Yeah, he filed. She didn't. Who? What? No. As I go to commercial break right now for a DoorDash ad for. So we have Diego Lopez and Dom Mysterio, which Diego Lopez made, like, that visual of that man standing on top of the octagon in front of the White House after knocking a man out of, is just like, that's art right there. Like, regardless of how you feel, you almost would want that as like some watercolor painting on your fucking wall out there. Speaking of the watercolor painting.
Right. Speaking of art.
Yeah.
How you doing? How we going?
Are you an art dealer, or what are you doing out there?
Just just send me your Bitcoin, folks. I'll hook you up.
Whoa, no. No, you had those visuals as that, as they just had so Javon went over Austin Theory before we went to commercial as you had Logan and Austin Theory. You're part of the vision. I don't care what you want. You're part of the vision.
Well, I mean, like you said, they need new people, and they said it perfectly that Javon's a generational talent, and he should be hanging around with the other generational talent, that he should be, with the important people, the people that matter, with the movers, the shakers, the top guys. And I mean, he said no, so now we're fighting. So let's go. I think Javon's going to get a partner.
That's how you join people. You tell them you should be.
Yeah, hey, it worked for Roman and Jacob.
No, that he got told.
He got told what to do. Still getting bossed around.
Versus being told.
He got told. He got told. No, it's good shit. I think Javon's going to get a friend, and they're going to go after the tag belts.
Leon Slater?
That'd be a good friend to get, wouldn't it?
Well,
against Javon and Mystery.
You're robbing the coffers. You're robbing Peter to pay Paul if you're taken from TNA.
Not really.
Well, is it part of TNA? Is it part of WWE's responsibility to prop up TNA?
No.
Now with TNA on the 28th, going at 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock, the pre-show, as Great American Bash, and Forbidden Door going as well.
Yeah, no. WWE has nowhere. Like, they're in a partnership. That's it. I mean, if they want to help TNA put on a better Slammiversary, yeah, by all means. But they are by no stretch obligated to do anything. TNA's got to pull up their bootstraps and do their own shit and get their shit down and not rely on that extra little love from WWE. Now, if it's there, great. But you got to book this show like you don't have access to that. So you don't want to lose someone like Leon anytime soon.
Well,
But
when should you why are we so focused on a promotion depending on another promotion to be relevant, to be a viable option or anything? Like TNA, regardless of whatever partnership it's in, AW, same thing. You should be able to stand alone before you even need to start worrying about partnerships.
150%. Like, again, their responsibility is for them to put on the best show possible. If they get some additional help, but
I mean, did you know Amazing Red? They teased it, Amazing Red, and then they teased it again, Amazing Red, and then they just told you because you figured it out, Amazing Red.
Amazing Red, Ultimate X.
And it's so funny because Anthony called it like the second they even teased it. Like, that's the thing. It was so obvious. And they're like, but wait, there's more. Oh,
shit.
This match.
That was awkward.
I gave the win already to Javon. Oh, good God.
I don't know. Austin Theory's a killer, bro.
Of time, importance, of star power.
Austin Theory. Just because he's not bouncy. Austin Theory's got a belt on his shoulder. Austin Theory's in the top faction. Austin Theory has Paul Heyman.
Austin Theory's the only thing left in that faction.
Nope, Logan Paul's standing right there. And so is Paul Heyman. Well, Paul Heyman's not there.
Bionic arm and all. Paul Heyman out here. Out here.
No, I said that. He's not, even though he's not here. He's here in spirit.
He's here in spirit.
But no.
Gets dragged out.
No, Paul getting annihilated by Braun's been an interesting aspect to this and how it will play in, because Paul's not going to stay away for long.
But Logan, I think, is out here enough of like, hey, I can, like CM Punk, I can be out there with the brace and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I can't take a bump. I can't get physical, but I can be annoying as shit. And that's what Logan Paul's good at.
Yeah. And as it stands right now, I mean, they still have those titles. I mean, Brock's technically the other half of the tag team champion. Or sorry, not Brock, Braun. But, I mean, again, the Vision's still doing their thing. Messing with Javon, I don't mind it because it gives Javon something important where I would expect Javon to eventually find a way to get a W here. But, yeah, I mean.
Round the block.
Logan has value. Flying through the air.
He almost did it like that Braun spear. I go around the block and I wind up before I go jumping.
Right. And I will say, Austin Theory and Javon Evans are putting on a good match, folks.
Yeah, Austin Theory is having a great match with a broomstick.
With a broomstick? That's insulting to Javon.
No, that's insulting to Theory.
How? The old saying is he's so good, he could even wrestle a broomstick.
Bra breaker. That was clean.
Dude, that was so clean. I thought it was the ref.
Middle names out there hitting spears.
Where the fuck did he come from? Broad breaker breaks him in half. And Logan's
that's even clever with his camera angles, everything. He just appeared out of thin air.
And this is why the Vision is perfectly fine. The Vision is strong. The Vision is rolling. But here come the Street Profits. Damn it.
Yeah, the Vision is more 40-60. Well,
they are doing just fine. Dawkins come from behind? Oh, no, wait.
Now Dawkins, why you...
we got oiled up. Look at him. Dawkins is back, and he's jacked.
Yeah, why are you becking this man?
Well, because he's been out, right? He was MIA because they took him out.
Was he?
For 2 weeks. He somehow got abs in 2 weeks.
Oh, fair enough. Well, CM Punk got the fucking Wolverine package out there.
He came back like that was a quick turnaround, bro. But the Street Profits are back.
Anonymous Nick, have you ever watched Lodestone by Bailey on YouTube? Female wrestler empowerment training episode has Danhausen. Yes, very much a lot of people I think have a lodestone to watching Lodestone out there.
They want the belt. They want the belt. Logan's pissed.
But you have this interesting now, like Montez and Seth were at odds, and now they've kind of paired up, and you still have Seth that wants Braun. Like, so are we going to get a 6-man?
We might. We could at some point. But the vision's good, man. Braun Breaker, Logan Paul, and Austin Theory as a trio are a nightmare. And then Bronson Reed's coming back. Hold on tight. Because if you aren't feeling the vision right now, you need to clear your eyes. Get some Visine, shake off that red, shake out the sleepies in your eye, and you'll see what's up. Because they are cooking. And again, generational talents all working together, looking good while doing it. I got no problem with this. And the Street Profits probably going to beat them for their belts.
I recalibrated the opticals and everything like that. But yeah, no, I still very much think, and I agree with you, the Street Profits are one of those tag belts.
That I can't fight you.
Replay of Andrade, Eric
Andrade. The real Andrade.
How do you know? If you don't watch the replay, how do you know?
The pop when Roman told him to do it again. Insane, Nick. Insane.
But it goes even a bit to what we've said for quite a while, and what you even talked about specifically with mental health last night, of the vocal minority that is Twitter, that is social media and everything, of they crash out and, oh my God, I'm sick of the same thing. Oh, really? Because we had like a 10-minute delay for tonight because of how many people were cheering for everything.
Did you handle it?
He's so much like fucking Rosie or Jamal. I'm waiting for, they need like a Heyman back again to say 3 minutes now just to have Jacob show up.
They don't understand you. So this is kind of crazy that like Roman's almost turning Jacob on the Usos. Like they don't get you like I get you.
He's building him to be the next tribal chief.
Interesting. Oh, leaned in for
setting him up to be the next one to take over the throne. It was going to be Jay. People thought it was going to be
How does that play out?
Yeah.
So we go to the Graphic Night of Champions. So up next, your main event where we will get Brock Lesnar.
No, we don't know. This could be just Alba squash Ronald Mysterio.
Ronald does not get squashed. It's never happened. Every time we think Dom's going to get lit up, he just weasels his way into an 18-minute match. It's insane.
The only way that it isn't he just gets tossed from pillar to fucking post.
He will.
Shows up.
Oh, he's going to get launched. He's going to get chucked. We're going to get JD McDonough. Jey Uso has been all over the show, and he's with Byron on Netflix.
Oh, I got The Last Airbender for Netflix. Now I got Papa John's. Hashtag not sponsored, making me want food. Papa John's.
It's like in chains in the U.S. Is Papa John's like up there? Like as far as like, we'll go to this one.
Well, what do you mean?
Like, is it like one of the better chain places in the States? Because
we
don't have as many.
Issues. It's more of, you got your big heavy hitters. Well, Pizza Hut's very much kind of closing doors and going the way of WCW a little bit. Domino's has been fucking cornering the market because they're a bit above Little Caesars.
Yeah,
but we'll give you the deals like a mofo.
Yeah, all the deals.
$6.99, $7.99. You can $9.99 on any toppings and the size you want. All of that.
Facts.
Papa John's is kind of that. Is the bougie? They're the target.
Are they okay?
The pizza takeout world. I
feel. He says.
Well, what is the Canadian equivalent? You got a CC.
Like we have some Papa John's. They're obviously newer. They're not all over the place. Pizza Hut's a big one. Obviously, we have one called Pizza, which is like it's late night. I'm drunk.
Just gimmick infringement of Little Caesars.
Pizza. But But that's kind of like this isn't going to be the best, but it's one of the only things open, so we're going to hit it.
Fair enough. Well, and I'll keep it a buck. Little Caesars, I wish more of, just because of like the crazy bread and everything like that. That's the weird shit at times with like the ancillary shit is better at pizza places than the pizza.
Right? You're calling in for the apps. Let's go.
Well, and a mom and pop shop will always be out a big chain, but also in New England we have Papa Gino's. We have the knockoff.
Is there beef?
We have Papa Gino's.
Is there beef?
Very New England based of Papa John's. Yeah.
Is there beef between Gino and John?
I'm sure they've square danced and everything like that. They've West Side Storied and everything, but they're
Papa
very
John's
much
nasty.
overpriced. They're the bougie pizza a little
bit. Can't wait for dropping. All right, so Anthony, are you telling me to watch The Last Airbender? It looks good, but I want to know, should I watch?
You gotta know the lore. You gotta know.
I gotta know the lore.
It's the same thing with like the One Piece stuff and everything. Trust me, I got the wifey that likes the wifey.
So next Monday, the World Tag Titles will be on the line, 2 p.m. Live from the UK as they go to London, and the women's title, the women tags will be on the line as well.
Yeah, well, this is how you get Paige with a big pop in the UK.
That's true.
And Lyra. And
Lyra. Here comes Dom Dom. Honestly, this match is actually tricky to call.
But the Italian DJs are shutting down clubs and the whole crowd's just doing Oba struts. And WWE sat there and showed it and amplified how this man on his intro cast a shadow over the arena because he's that much of a fucking presence. I'm telling you, they are going to strap the rocket to this.
So you really think he wins King of the Ring and does double duty at SummerSlam?
Yes, because it gives him the out to when he loses to Roman. Because you did double duty. Pause. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I can't fight you because it's a maybe.
Because we live in different countries, but yes.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, I get pushing them, but do you push them to fucking you push them to Pluto?
Well, I'm surprised I even went with it because I don't like the idea of Brock being the heel per se in Minnesota when it's his backyard.
Yeah. I still think he'll get the love, he'll get the respect, and even if they're kind of cheering his offense, they'll also cheer Oba, so I think they'll be okay.
Yeah, you don't boo Oba.
They're not going to boo Oba, but they're also probably not going to boo Brock.
Now, so Gunther, Brock, that just the match that never was, the match that never will be. That goes lost to the fantasy booking fold.
Yeah, is that just another example of something that was put out on the internet that was never meant to be and never going to be?
Could be.
Could be. We will see.
We got Ryan down over here. I fucked it up.
All right, let's go. Let's go.
Oh.
Listen, I love that they milk it. They make us wait.
But that's why, like I said, I question if some of it's piped just because your cues. Know the fucking beats.
I think the opening definitely.
Yeah, a lot of
it doesn't sound like fans.
Caucasians are not going to have this thing called rhythm. So,
I don't even feel like they're pumping it in to sound like the fans. I think they're just giving, like you said, giving them the rhythm of
Feel the rhyme. Feel the rhythm. Feel the rhyme. Come on,
it's Oba time.
It's Oba time.
Here comes Oba Femi. Will he be?
Oblada. Life goes on.
Life goes on. Oba. Now, Nick, we said it. They're back in the States. And they pop for Roman. They pop for Jacob. They pop for Jay. They pop for Oba. They pop for Javon. They pop all night long. They pop for Alexa. They pop for Charlotte. Like, for a company that's struggling and sucks and everyone's quitting and, oh, my God, they better change and fire Triple H. It's all dying.
Pay cuts, yeah. No.
Doesn't feel dead. Like, let me put it this way to some of the fans out there. I wouldn't put you in charge of pulling the plug on my, like, all right, he blinked, kill him. Like, what?
The end is nigh. The end is nigh. And you're like, I want to pull the plug. No. Right. What are you doing out here? This man walked through three competitors he was facing in a fatal 4-way and still hit his entrance mid match.
So good. It's just so different.
He is the Street Fighter out here. He is the fucking guy. Like, that's why, like I said, you could do to where he wins this and you give him the out, but can still keep him on the back burner. Like, he could still lose at SummerSlam, but win the Rumble or win a Chamber.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And again, I have no problem. Even with a guy like Goldberg, like, you don't have to win it your first time. Now, Goldberg, we saw him and he went right to that belt, but then we all know what they did there, and we don't want that to happen.
Yeah.
But, so making him feel human, and they have, I think, at times. He has taken L's. So, but Dom's gonna.
I'm glad you brought that up, because that's the thing I think that needs to get touched on and talked about, and gets really focal pointed in the wrong way with this. You have to eventually end the streak. You eventually have to have him take a loss. And that's always the hardest thing. So I think if you can get that out the way, and it's to somebody like a Brock Lesnar, it's a little bit of an easier hurdle to get out the way.
Oh, for sure. 100%. When you lose to Brock, you don't, like, the instant answer can't be, well, that Brock Lesnar beat that guy.
I lost to the Tom Brady Patriots,
right?
Oh, I was so close. I got robbed. Yeah, no.
Like, you lose to a guy in the upper 99 percentile. You get it. You're okay. Like, all right. I mean,
right.
It doesn't necessarily reflect on how bad you are. And again, it's in the story you tell. Do you make him look good while doing it? But I kind of think Brock Lesnar is going to be here tonight. I really do.
Well, and so much is told in the redemption arc. Then you constantly. I love Dom being the chicken shit heel.
It's so good. This is where Dom being a pro is. People can't sleep on the fact that this guy has it in his blood, and he'll milk this. I said it. We're going to go way longer than we thought.
He's become such a stud. We were out here many moons ago out there saying, oh my God, I'd take Hook over him. Yeah. Send him to NXT. He needs some development. And right now, we're almost upset that they aren't using him more, because he's such a fucking talent.
He's just a character, man. And that's it. When you become a character.
He gets pro wrestling. He gets every aspect of it.
So he said, like, and I saw people online like, oh, great, this is going to be a 3-minute. No, it won't. Dom doesn't have those.
Yeah, he just plays. I'm playing cat and mouse out here. I'll shove you. He's your little pissant cousin that you see at the family reunion that just shoves you and then runs off, and you got to knock over Auntie and everything. To try and get at him.
He fucked up. He drop kicked Oba, but then jumped out to the outside only to be caught. There goes Dom. I'm the king. Okay, have it. I don't. Can we just?
Shady McDonough trying to speak up. Is Oma Femi, has he surpassed Braun Breaker? Everybody of he is the blue chip to be blue chip.
He feels of the highest level, right? I mean, and that's not taking. Oh, Dom slipping something into his boot.
Loaded mask, loaded boot.
Yeah, he slipped something into his boot. Did someone hand it to him? Or was it there?
He's just trying to get it across the border. Oh, JD just eats a fork. Low blow.
See, this is it, man. This is like
6-1. Whoa.
619 to the gut.
618.
Yeah. Oh.
Going up top.
There's no way.
Yeah, but
there's
you're not going to have all of this.
There's no way.
One.
He's going to throw him. Yeah,
not
fucking right.
See, that's the
Not
thing.
even.
Not having Dom go over like this. If Oba's going to get jobbed out and screwed over on the back end, Oba's about to fucking. Here I am, rock you like a hurricane.
Oba, oh wait, he's got the hammer. Hammer can't touch this. Nah. Oh, JD,
can't touch this. Too legit to quit.
This might actually be over. Fuck, run!
Double choke slam.
Run!
Now he's just running through, throwing forearms.
Not you.
Way.
They
gotta come up with a name for this because this is some fucking impressive shit. Of him just running back and forth, there's throwing uppercuts out there.
But you need to watch the cartoon first. It's important. It's like I was watching One Piece, and apparently there's like thousands upon thousands upon thousands upon thousands. They could take you like 3 years to catch up on it. I'm like,
yes, I'm married to the missus of who's very much into the anime and everything. Yeah. And there's a lot of lore. Obafemi wins in quick, decisive fashion.
It's over. Obafemi just pancakes Dom. I was right. It wasn't quick. It wasn't nearly as quick as we thought it could be. But I was wrong that it was emphatically Oba. No Brock. No real interference. JD was a pain in the ass the whole time, but that's how we make this fair.
Could I still be right in saying whoever won tonight wins the tournament? I know I called Raquel, but EO wins. Could she still win the tournament?
That's a very good point.
Oba's winning now. Oba's winning clearly.
It's got to be Ova Evans, and Jay gets screwed by LA, and that's why nobody got screwed here.
But then does Brock screw Oba and Jay wins? Do we somehow backdoor to Javon Evans wins all of this because everybody gets screwed?
Everyone got screwed. I am one match away. I don't know if I'm allowed to do that. I apologize.
Double duty. You about to have 2 matches on 2 nights.
I'll give you full marks if that happens. I
call a street fight. I can call things again.
You don't. Stop bragging about bad booking.
Tony Khan does it, motherfucker. I can too.
Oh. So did I, Oba. Oba says I thought tonight was the night.
So he's cutting a whole promo before the show goes off the air.
Oba's, like you said, they're pushing him to the moon.
Yeah, but he's good on the mic. He's not great. One of those that's just a beast and everything. Mm-hmm. He's found his voice and he's found the character that is Oba.
He's a good promo, man. Like, you could easily see him in a movie being like a boss of some kind or that force.
Mortal Kombat Street Fighter.
Let's go. I am the ruler.
I am the ruler.
Yo, he called himself the Beast Slayer.
Brock Lesnar's head. I will be king. That's the thing. This man is about to be the ruler, the king, the Beast Slayer.
That's what it feels like. He's like, I'm going to win the king.
There's something that's going to happen. Oh, they don't just go off the air with it. The crowd.
I like it.
I was waiting for something.
I think, and even Oba said that. I thought you'd be here tonight, but you're not. So, I mean, this might be Oba's tournament. I don't know who stops him. But I like the simplicity of some of this tonight, and it didn't. You're getting your point across. Oba gets the big win. Oba feels like a big deal. Wait.
Literally down to the last second. Yeah, no, but they go out, but no,
they're done.
Again, hey, folks, for anyone who questioned whether Twitter's real or Twitter's an actual majority of how wrestling fans reel, tonight very much disproved every aspect of that.
In a lot of ways.
From the Bloodline story kicking this off and getting over and over and literally having to pause because they were so over and how much it bled through tonight and stayed over to that the fallacy that always been buried because he lost because of the retirement angle and all this and everything. And there's no way. And Jay's going to win the tournament because they put him in it and everything. Oh, there was so much that discredited nonsense online that this almost gets like a bonus point because of that. Like, you did good. You did good because you shut up idiots. Like, you get an 8 because you shut up idiots.
Right. I agree with a lot of what you said, and I'm sorry. The last few shows, the European tour felt energized in every aspect. I think Raw's been good. I'd argue that Raw has now become like the overall probably best show at this point in 2026 consistently. I think the other shows have been up and down much more, but ultimately tonight was good. I mean, the in-ring, the one match, the Charlotte Rocks match, they had the chemistry of oil and water. It was not fucking good at all. But not great, but anyway, but the rest of the show was solid and a lot of story, a lot of shit I'm into. Danhausen's fun. The crowd is loud for a lot of this, and I just can't believe that I see all those people losing their mind, and I'm supposed to be convinced that what's in front of them is garbage, you know?
And especially when they moved from the UK, the European crowd, to the US crowd, and the US crowd was just as loud, if not louder. But then we get 5 out of 10 Raw triple nose hate Liv and Dom. So does KJ and Nick hates Liv and Dom. Yes, we hate them because Oba won. We hate them.
Fucking hell. I mean, I couldn't be a bigger Liv fan if you paid me. I spent the whole match cheering for Dom. I don't know if you missed that, 316. I was legit cheering for Dom to find a way to confuse everybody. No, the Judgment Day had a bad night, and I hate to break this to you. They're about to have a few more bad nights. The Judgment Day is completely unraveling at this point. They went 0 for 3 tonight. That's going to be a storyline. That is part of this storyline. They are weak. Finn is gone. They are not the same. It's time for JD to get some solo love. But my guy, she's the champ. She's booked well. She shouldn't even be in this tournament, but she is. So be okay. Be okay.
Where's the other guy that was hating Dom? That's you two.
Yeah, where's the other guy?
Bond over and everything.
Folks, I just want to remind everybody, we take a rating out of 10 for every single show. Give your rating out of 10 for tonight. Let us know how you felt. What did you like? What didn't you like? And we will click on as many as possible before we leave here tonight.
Yeah, as right as we were talking about the ratings, they all came popping in out there.
Right.
9 out of 10. Eric with an 8 out of 10. Jordan, 10 out of 10. Braden, 7.5 out of 10. Nightmare, 5 out of 10. Raw Tonight Show. Scott, 8 out of 10. 0 out of 10. No Trish. 6.5 out of 10. I was bored for most of the show. I'll just leave it at that.
Okay.
Travis letting everybody know New York does chicken wings. Yeah, I think the buffalo wing might have been invented in Buffalo.
I've been to the Anchor Bar. Let's fucking go.
I got their sauce.
Nice.
Well, you got to get all of these tangential things. It's so funny of living in, I don't know how it is, obviously, with Canada and your provinces and everything, but USA is so goddamn big and everything. Like, I can tell people, like, I have family in New York City, or like New York State and everything. They're 5 hours away. Like, it's not like, oh, let me just go down the block and can see them. No, but that's a fucking hike.
I mean, we have our smaller communities very much like you guys do, but Canada is a lot of land, right? So, like, there's a lot, like, you drive for like 6 hours and you're still in the same province. You're pretty upset about it. Depending on where you are, some are big, like, but you can depending on where you're going in the direction you're heading. Like, we go north forever, right? So that one's a tough one.
Yeah, well, and you're a little bit like us, of like, you have like different biomes, like you have different landscapes throughout the whole country.
Jokes.
Like, everybody thinks it's all just snow. It's like, no, there's a lot of different shit.
Yeah, no, it's very similar in a lot of ways. Just under 5 minutes. Yeah, I thought it might go a little longer, so I was maybe not as right as I thought I was with that. I appreciate you, Anthony. Oba got his mic. Oba can talk. He can have a mic. I like it. Will it be Javon and Oba who have history?
Then Oba just smashes that boy.
Are you right?
Then it's just that's the mosquito versus the one punch of how you're going to see Javon just like.
But does Javon bounce himself?
The shit out of that man,
right?
The whole time.
But does Javon bounce himself into kind of winning this by, you know,
take on who? To take on Cody. If he takes on, he's got to take on Cody.
He's not going to win.
Cody's to take on Gunther, get chopped down.
Javon versus Gunther. Okay, now because now that you got me thinking of like, okay, if LA screws Jay, Javon moves on. Brock screws, like you said, he could fall backwards into this. But then what? Like you said, then what?
Oba.
It has to be, right? It has to be.
Yeah, but that's now not even the double dose. I'll ask you. So if you do get Oba, does he A, challenge Cody, or does he challenge Roman? And B, does he win it?
Yeah, that's where I thought maybe Gunther beats Cody. Cody gets mad at Sammy. Oba beats Gunther. Because you're not beating Roman right now. I don't think you can have Oba.
But that's when you do the double nights. You get the safety bet. But
double nights, shit, man.
But Oba versus Gunther would be interesting because then it's chop versus fall from grace. It's the ring general versus the ruler.
Right. Yeah. I mean, if you do Oba,
we're all waiting for the Brock shoe to drop, though. That's the thing. Is we know it's
coming. Yeah. But the argument that people need to kind of hold on to is he said, see you later, because I think they want this at SummerSlam. Realistically, that is the biggest match. We talk about Brock, Gunther, Brock, whoever, Oba, whoever. Brock, Oba 3 is the match that's going to blow the roof off the goddamn place, I think. So we got until the end of August. If Brock shows up today, what do we do for 8 weeks or 9 weeks or whatever the fuck it is?
Yeah, that's why I still think that you can build to where now it's
the double show.
Well, where does Brock show up and fuck over Oba or get back at him?
Brock stops him from becoming king of the ring, but like you said, then it's either Jay or Javon, and that doesn't really work.
That doesn't sunshine or sparkle, my guy. Yeah, so
people will melt down if Jay
does
wins.
Oba screw over, or does Brock screw over Oba versus Roman?
Okay, so Oba wins.
Is Oba going to take on Roman versus Oba's going to take on Cody first and foremost?
I don't think you send Oba near Cody because you'll have to. You
don't send anybody back you don't want to come back.
Yeah, no, I don't think you can do that. That's why. Okay, fine. Gunther beats Cody. Then you could send Oba after Gunther, but I don't necessarily know that you would send him.
Then Oba has the belt for a week.
No, you beat Gunther.
Sorry, Gunther has the belt for a week. Yeah.
When's the title shot for?
Next.
So you have it for
so he wins it next week, and then he loses it at SummerSlam.
So he has it for like a month and a half. Yeah, that's fine.
Is it that long?
It's like that. It's because it's we got this June
time is a construct at this point. Right? I don't understand it anymore.
So Night of Champions is June 28th, and SummerSlam is August 31st, 30th, something like that. So you literally have almost 2 months, 8 weeks to kill. So it might not be the longest run, but if Oba's going to get this killer push, that might be the way to do it. I'm
going to chop you down, Oba Femi.
Yeah.
You can stand to my chops.
Yeah, right. I don't know. It's interesting. I don't hate it because I don't fully know where it's going. Like, I'm not mad about the unknown, but I do see a couple things that could go horribly wrong if they don't be careful.
Yeah, that's the weird take on kind of everything of shout out Willie of like, don't be mad at what you don't know, but also be cautious of what you don't know, because this could go fucking south.
It could. And again, like, there's other bodies and other moving parts to all these stories, and people are wondering when are we going to see Punk? Does Cody have a chance to lose the belt? Does Sammy cause a problem? you know, a lot of different things. Like they've teased Roman and
Jacob
Seth.
J. Roman, they established them as a fucking force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, like literally put the bloodline back on a pedestal. Like they feel like they're back on that plateau above everybody. That's what tonight really established for me with them is, you know, we talked about like, are they, you know, a lot of talk, are they really back together? Is it a reboot? Is it just a once off? Or, you know, just hanging out a little bit? And tonight they were like, no. This is,
well,
this
I
is
think
forever.
they even answered one of your questions within all of that as I like them to be of, I can't wait to be king. But Jacob comes out there and backs up the Usos after Jay was all kind of, I'm going to just kick dirt because you got,
right,
you know, special treatment that I didn't get. But now he's kind of indebted and embedded to Jacob. Jacob's becoming much more the right-hand man to Roman than what Jay even was.
Yeah, and this simply becomes the idea that Roman's smart enough to go, ooh, I'd rather have that guy as at my side doing my bidding than coming after me, and this works much better. You saw the smile on Roman's face of like, yeah, this guy is going to do everything I tell him to do. Like if I tell him to go run out there and beat the shit out of Michael Cole, we will be listening to fucking Pat McAfee by the end of the week. Like that's how it goes. Like that's again a violent weapon, and the fans still love it all. Like they love all the people involved, including LA Knight. They're cheering for everybody.
And a really good crowd when we went off of being on European soil back into the US, of really good crowd that really kind of helped sold everything.
8 out of 10. Many spoilers tonight, Nair. I agree with Nair. I'm kind of in that 8, maybe just under an 8, but like I'm in that neighborhood. I really like tonight's show. I thought there was one segment that really kind of lagged and I didn't love, but everything else kind of hit for me. I'm kind of in with it. I thought Javon and Austin Theory gave us an impromptu match, which I thought was good, that had a story, like as far as building up. Again, we got some tag team stuff happening, which is exciting. Maybe, I don't know, but we got a lot coming.
What was really good was really good, and what wasn't so good was non-offensive. So that's why, like I said, I think I threw it out there before of an 8. For tonight.
Yeah, I'm kind of.
There was nothing that was a gigantic drag on the show. There was stuff that wasn't good, but it didn't fully damper, and it's not like this was a show that can run away.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but I like enough of the stuff. And again, I think a big part of for me lately is just the energy of the crowd. It really helps the show feel significant, and it really pulls you into the show as a fan watching at home. And the energy in the crowd has been fucking good for a while.
Yeah, well, it's anytime you go and watch a movie, and it's like you and like 3 other people watching the movie, or the crowd's just dead silent the whole time you're watching the movie. Do you really feel that connected to it? Versus you watch some Avengers Endgame. They're throwing popcorn and they're hooting and hollering for every moment and every big cameo and every callback and all of that.
Yeah, I want Minecraft. Set the place on fire. Let's go. Let's have a good time. There you go. Good show. 4.5 out of 10. Just kidding. 7.5 out of 10. Paul, I like it. I give you guys, I'll leave you guys, but I need to break you down. Oba is whack. I don't see it.
I think Sam started going at me, especially saying I got an Oba crush and everything. And 100%. I don't know, but Oba's very much.
Yum.
He is very much all the way out there. That man's a goddamn star. They're strapping the goddamn jetpack to him. We've said it from before when he was in NXT, and especially though once he got called up, he was going to be the next Brock Lesnar. And they're doing the exact same kind of push and the exact same treatment with him. And they just got lucked out so much that they have a Brock Lesnar to pass the torch to the next Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, very much so. I think that's a huge part of this, and people got to give Lesnar credit. He has not missed a beat. He's been good in all the whole time. Like he's worked this, and the legend of Oba is kind of developing right before our eyes. So, I mean, that's a good thing. 7 out of 10, 10 out of 10 for Charlotte. I knew you would, Dale. I knew you would. 8 out of 10. Night of Champions keeps getting interesting, and Eric Andre got mauled by the Samoan Werewolf. That was crazy. And again, Eric Andre laying there, Nick, looking up and hearing the crowd chant one more time must have been like, fuck.
Yeah, well, it very much doesn't give you Steve-O Umenga vibes.
Yeah.
Of like, fuck.
Right. My French Bulldog gives Raw 2 out of 4 paws, only because Braun Breaker. There you go. We'll accept that. Shout out, little Frenchie. 12-man tag this Wednesday on Dynamite. Yeah. I'm not going to go off. I'm not going to lose my mind. We've got a good stream here tonight.
Wednesday to talk fully about that. But
cork it. Be here Wednesday, folks. It's going to be a fun one. But
by the way, speaking, just random tie-in of you mentioned Little Frenchie. I had French Montana show up at my college when I went there and everything.
It was funny.
I gave the most trash-ass performance of playing the greatest clips of all of his songs and then bounced as quick as possible.
It's funny because like an hour before we went live tonight, I got like a French Montana like profile kind of mini little thing because he did the song for the World Cup, and they were talking about him being.
He did.
He did one of the. Yeah, so fucking jokes. That's jokes.
I was still out there with Return of the Mac. Once again, Return of the Mac.
8.5. You guys are great, Samuel. We appreciate you, buddy. Even if you don't like Oba, we appreciate you. We love it. This show is really an 8 out of 10, but giving an extra half point because Raw was in my home state tonight. Final 8.5. Z-Man, that's a good reason. We'll accept that. Love your energy. Love your energy, Samuel. Keep it up. 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10.
No, I love you, random citizen.
God, what does it say? Jigavatu attacked Eric Andre, and the actor also, Braun Breaker, interfered, the spear. That was a filthy spear. Filthy.
Well, it just came out of nowhere, literally.
That was a rush.
Shout out to the camera guy, because that man just appeared out of fucking thin air.
I legit thought it was the ref upon first glance of like, oh my God, why did the ref do that? This is like, saying that shit. 8 out of 10. Peace out. Peace out. Good night. Good night. Good night. Is there any more in there, Nick? 9. 6.7. I can live with that.
Fair enough. No, I was laughing at French Montana.
Ha. Well, you're unforgettable, Nick.
My brain was locked up on the cutaways.
Travis, True KJ, but everyone called WWE predictable. Cough JD2. Yeah, but again, I don't think it's the most predictable wrestling out there. And I honestly feel like we're sitting here debating possibilities. And yeah, Oba is predictable. He's supposed to be. Him losing.
The only thing that's predictable in anything that you just said is that JD from NY needs a fucking high chair to sit up at a fucking table.
Beep, beep. Who got the
He get the queens. He get the cameo. He get the little pace and everything.
Power wheels.
The wheels on the bus go wound and wound, wound and wound.
All right. On that fun note, folks, we got social medias of all kinds. You heard me. I said it the way I wanted to. But we appreciate all the love. We appreciate all the comments. We are back tomorrow for NXT. Natty's going to be there to take on Miss Parker. This should be a good one. Nick is funny. You're a funny guy.
Yeah, funny. Am I funny to you? Am I funny like a clown? Do I make you laugh?
You're a funny guy. French was ass crack. The French didn't do a whole lot. But that one song kind of followed me around for a summer.
Yeah, well, he was one of the last guys on Bad Boy.
It's true. As should I read this as our last comment? I saw a small urban bar guys. Oh, that wasn't so bad. Okay, yes. That's awesome. All right, last comment. Bloodline for life. Perfect. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's the show. That is Raw. Back tomorrow, back all week for all your favorite wrestling. Be a friend, tell a friend, like, share, subscribe. Click all the buttons. Don't forget, get your shirt. Wrestle with Mental Health. All the money goes to a good cause. Be a friend, tell a friend. And Mr. Nick, that's all I got.
Our shit is real. Our shit is raw. Our shit is authentic. When you talk about that wrestling, you better put that for life with it. And we'll be at the grown people's table. We'll be at the big kids' table. We don't need no high chairs out here.
See you on the flip side, folks. Come back tomorrow. Good night. I got nothing. You got something tonight? I usually have something.
Friend, tell a friend, like, share, and subscribe.
Get a high chair. Bye.